Online at carlsbadchevrolet.com. Text line at 877-396-W105. Brought to you by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer. Online at amigo-machinery.com. Question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer. And YouTube, Rumble, and Facebook video feed brought to you by Desert Sand Water Well. Online at desertsandsnm.com.
It's Tuesday.
And now it's time again for your favorite
show.
This better be good.
Why? Why does it have to be?
Why would they keep tuning in?
Wouldn't tune in.
That wouldn't be a good thing for you.
And why is that?
Why? Why is that?
Because if you don't, you'll miss it.
Miss what? Greatest show ever.
It's the greatest show of all time.
On a Tuesday?
I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Boom! It's showtime!
Man, you guys are setting the bar way too high for us. I'm just saying, you really are. The bar has been set. Question of the day, horror movies. Do you like them? If you like them, what is your favorite horror movie? I am not a fan of the scary movies. I mean, I will watch blood and guts movies when it comes to shooting and stabbing, old-fashioned killing. But when it comes to the scary movies, I'm just not a fan. Not enough people are being killed in a gunfight for me. So, Tom, you're a fan of the scary movies? If so, give me your all-time favorite movie.
I went to see Salt, right? Saw.
Which one?
The very, very, very first one. Scared to heck with my daughter because she's into that stuff. So,
yeah.
so I went to see it with her.
Yeah.
Couldn't sleep.
Was that your all-time favorite?
No, but it's my all-time scariest for me. I did go see
well,
Halloween.
For your all-time favorite.
Halloween, the first one.
By the way, do you ever check text messages?
Yeah, sure do.
What about emails?
Sure do.
Do you ever respond to them?
Yeah, if
so I've sent you like 2 damn text messages and an email. I need this report. Please get it to me. It's due today.
Sent it to you already.
When?
Sent it last week.
In the wrong format.
Oh, my God.
3 times.
You evidently do not read the texts or the emails that I've sent you because it says, you dumbass, you sent them in a PDF. I needed an Excel spreadsheet.
I sent it to you this morning. It's there.
People wonder why I get frustrated with this guy.
And you're barely getting back to me? What's up with that?
Dude, I've sent you 2 text messages and an email. I think it's time for you to retire.
Yeah.
That's just my 2 cents. I think it's time for you to
Maybe
retire.
you ought to retire.
I'm still productive. I still get things done, not 8 days later, but appreciate you. God bless you. 610. 610. Go watch a scary movie. Russ, what's your all-time favorite?
I don't enjoy that genre, actually, but if you want to call this a horror movie, I thought Jaws was great. The older Halloween, Friday the 13th were okay. Those have to be my favorites. But
And I think Will Rooney is a horror flick guy. What's
Actually,
your
no. Surprisingly, I'm not.
Really? Yeah, I'm not. I can't get into them.
No, I mean, and I like some of them that have a sci-fi slant. And so if that, and there again, I'm not sure if you would call it a horror movie, but I would say Alien. If that's
Well,
the case.
I mean, it kind of is horror. It's kind of sci-fi. I think it would fit both those genres.
see, he just hit one of my favorite series of movies, Alien. Alien 2, the line, get away from her.
Aliens had a little shooting in it, so I might be able to. I might be down with that.
I was thinking the same thing about like Predator for you, because like Predator, I think would be considered a kind of a horror movie as well.
I did watch Predator,
and Predator's kind of a shoot 'em up, bang bang type movie.
Yeah. Hug a Drummer Day going on. International Face Your Fears Day. International Stage Management Day. Angel Food Cake Day. Cake Decorating Day. National Handbag Day. Hug a Kevin Day. After dealing with Tom, email, and text, I need a hug this morning. National Love Your Hair Day. I love it. I shave it off every day. Tic Tac Day, Tuxedo Day, National Walk in the Park Day. Yeah, you know those wide open spaces with all the homeless people now? Yeah, those used to be called parks. Power of the 10 Day. Also, Naval Academy Day and World Day Against the Death Penalty. By the way, I can't stand with that because I am for the death penalty. Here's a better idea. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Or in this case, don't do the crime if you can't be put to death. Homeless Day. Mental Health Day going on all day today. And a group of Republicans are calling for the Biden administration to allow the public additional time to voice their concerns over the release of grizzly bear population. So we're about to release grizzly bears into the northern part of Washington state. This could be dangerous. Not just for the for individuals, but also for the for the bears. Have you seen the movie Cocaine Bear? That takes things to a whole nother level, just saying. And Elon Musk was recently sued by the U.S. securities regulators related to his takeover of Twitter. Latest court battle against the billionaire. This guy has so many lawsuits filed against him. It seems like he ought to run for president and be part of the Republican Party. That's a lot. And a hacker says that he got into 23andMe and is now offering data that they collected. What is 23andMe? I have no idea. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea what that is. Is that a website? I have no idea what 23andMe is. And AMC stock was up after they announced that ticket sales for over the weekend for the Taylor Swift concert cracked over $100 million. My God. And if you want to see a UFO, head to Maryland. Supposedly there's lots of sightings of UFOs in Maryland. Biden interview over the missing documents. So yesterday he was interviewed by the special consular, Robert Hur, who does have connections to guess who? Hunter Biden. So they actually work together.
Oh.
And amazing that that's the guy that they would pick. But Biden was part of the classified, interviewed about the classified documents found at the Delaware home and his former private office. White House legal counsel said the interview began Sunday and ran until yesterday. The president and White House officials are reportedly cooperating with the investigation. Yeah, special consular with ties to Hunter Biden. You've said enough. You don't have to tell me anymore. Body cam footage of that 10-year-old girl killed in Roswell. Her father was arrested. And I was wondering why it took so long for him to be arrested. But Roswell police released a video of the body cam of the deadly shooting involving that 10-year-old girl while her father, Philip Jaramillo, 32 years old, was at home in Roswell. Of course, that shooting happened Sunday, August 20th. According to the RPD, the girl's 8-year-old brother and 12-year-old friend were playing with the guns inside their parents' bedroom. Bullet accidentally struck the girl. She was transported to the hospital, died the next day. Police are still trying to determine who fired the shot. Was it the brother or the friend? In a video, Jaramillo told police that he was cleaning at the time of the shooting. However, they discovered that he was actually hanging out in the backyard, maybe having a little party with his friends. Footage reveals the aftermath of the shooting that led to his arrest. Jaramillo is a second person in New Mexico that's being charged under Benny Hargrove's Safe Gun Act for negligent making a firearm available for a minor. So Tom wasn't he also a convicted felon and wasn't supposed to have a gun?
Wasn't supposed to. You're right.
Yeah, it's not in the story, but if memory serves me right, I think I got it right. All right, quick check of the weather this morning, being brought to you by Chance Materials, reminding you every project begins with a solid foundation. Chance Materials, yeah, they have affordable, ready-mix concrete, great customer service. So when the product really matters and the service really matters, you want to get in touch with Chance Materials online, chancematerials.com, 575-363-3240, or just go to the website, chancematerials.com. They serve all of Southeast New Mexico, plants in Roswell and Carlsbad. Get in touch with them today. High today, we do have thunderstorms in the forecast, but a 20% chance of isolated showers. High temperature today, 83. 59 tonight, and isolated showers tonight, about a 10% chance of those. Sunny tomorrow and 89. And throughout the week, we'll be in the mid to upper 80s. Check of the weather this morning being brought to you by North Star Laundry, your one-stop shop for all your laundry needs. They can wash, dry, and fold your clothes. They can dry clean your clothes, starch them up for you. Not a problem. Now, if you want to do all that yourself, that's not a problem either, because they have the coin-operated machines that are available at all three of their locations. Find them 609 West Lee, 604 West Church, and 406 West Cedar and Loving. So you can find them on West Lee and West Church in Carlsbad, or West Cedar and Loving. North Star Laundry. Check them out today. Tom and the text. Good morning, Tom.
All right. You were asking what 23andMe is. Well, this texter says 23andMe is the DNA database, kind of like the Ancestry. Yeah, supposedly they can check you and your family history and to see if you've had any health issues. So that's what that is about. Another texter says, yeah, it is a DNA service too. So we're getting educated on that. And you know what? This texter says Washington, D.C. is the best place that the Grizzly Bears go to.
Yeah, let them out in Washington. Yes.
Right. And on the Whale Hater says, it's not a movie, but there is a show on Netflix called Haunting on Hill House. It's pretty good. It's not really scary, but it has a good plot, says the Whale Hater this morning, in case you want to watch it.
What was that scary movie that came out this year?
Which one?
I can't think of. Had like a doll, kind of looked like Chucky. I've seen.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Favorite all-time movie? This one texter says is Motel Hale, Hail. I'm thinking Motel Hell though. The Exorcist is the most scary movie. The favorite, according to this text.
Well, the new Exorcist is out right now. You can go to the movie theater and check that out.
Yeah. And there you go. I don't know why people like to see those devil type of movies.
Because that's what they like.
No.
I don't know. Why do you like gorging yourself?
Gorging? What's gorging mean?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about, B.
Does anybody else know what I'm talking about?
The third plate at the buffet? Yeah, sure.
Yes. And by the way, thank you, Will, for getting me the email that I needed. Still nothing from Tom.
I just sent it to you, dog.
Thank you so much, Will. Thank you for coming through for me.
I think your computer's screwed up, is what I think.
No, my computer is fine, brother. My computer is fine. I think your skills might be the issue.
Well, I sent it to the same place you're saying you're sending it, and he got it fine. So
I got it. Didn't get it from Tom, but God bless him.
Scary movies, favorite ones, 13 Ghosts. I never heard of that.
I've never heard of that one.
And one more says the scariest movie ever, The Grudge.
I'm going to tell you the scariest movie that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I went back and watched the inauguration of Joe Biden. That has been really scary. I'm talking about really, really, really scary. I am feeling. I am worried. I am worried. You know, in wartime, we got war in the Middle East right now. And in wartime, there's several things we need to fight a war. Fuel, that would be number one. And ammo and guns and missiles. And we have given our supplies. Well, of course, we sold the strategic oil reserves to China at a discount rate. It's like a brother-in-law deal.
Hey.
And we've never filled them back up. And then our military, our armory is in bad shape. I am worried. I am worried that we're going to be caught with our pants down.
Already there.
If I was Joe Biden, I would be begging oil and gas companies, hey, we need to start ramping up. I take back everything that I said. And by the way, the next step after that would be shutting that damn border down. Arnold Schwarzenegger made some comments about the border. I'm going to get to that coming up this morning. And by the way, he said some things that aren't completely accurate. But I'll get to that coming up this morning. Is he the most well-known immigrant in America? I don't know if I would call him that. Elon Musk is an immigrant, right?
Yes.
So I just don't know if Arnold would be the, troubling story out of ExxonMobil. The head of ExxonMobil, oil and gas business, was arrested in Texas at a hotel and charged with sexual assault. David Scott, Exxon's senior vice president, who oversees all shale oil and gas production in Texas and the Permian Basin, was arrested last week at the La Quinta, Matagorda, make that Magnolia, Texas, and Montgomery County. So he's at the La Quinta, and supposedly he sexually assaulted somebody, and not good. So all ExxonMobil employees, officers, directors are accountable to the highest standards. Of course, that coming from ExxonMobil. Mr. Scott, 49 years old, arrested at his room at the Budget Motel, Exxon's headquarters in Spring, Texas, just up the road. One of the two women he was had in the room had left and called the police, saying that he had sexually assaulted her. For taking that job, he has been all over the place. United Arab Emirates, he's been in Dubai, Malaysia, Australia, all over the place. And now he's in big trouble, charged with sexually assaulting one of the two women that he had in the room with him. Not one woman. He had two women in the room with him. Wow.
And why?
Wow.
What was the end game?
Yeah, I had to go ahead and make sure that everybody understood that part. Looks like Biden administration sending weapons to Israel after dipping into the military stockpile again. We did this for Ukraine, and we're going to do it for Israel. And I'm not saying that Israel, we shouldn't do it. Our relationship with Israel is something that goes back a long way. And we kind of promised them, but we didn't promise Ukraine that we were going to do anything for them. Biden's also talking about a one-time payment to Ukraine. Instead of piecemealing it out, 40 million here, 40 billion there, one-time payment. I don't know how that would work out. All right, tweet of the day coming up. We get to that. Albuquerque police increasing patrols at places of worship. Yeah, so what they're doing, all the mosques, they're making sure nobody, and Also, they're going to make sure the same thing for the Jewish members of the community. All synagogues and mosques, they're going to uptick with all patrols. I got a troubling story about a missing girl from Texas. Human trafficked in New Mexico. We'll get to that. And the Powerball, no winner last night.
Oh,
I'll get to that coming up. All right, 6:27, Tom.
all right. Lately, Mama Bear says, I've been watching crime scene bio cleanups. If you can handle the gore, you know what? It is pretty interesting, says Mama Bear. This is gross. And Obama is an immigrant, says another texter. You know what is scary?
Right about that, yes.
You know what is scary is North Korea said they support the Putin's war, says this one texter. And the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, that was pretty good. And the Blair Witch Project was really scary the first time I saw it in the theater, says this one texter. I've never seen it, so I couldn't really comment on it. How about Annabelle, says this one text. It wasn't that good. I guess they couldn't afford lightning. It was so dark you couldn't see anything, or lighting.
Well, what was that movie that came out that was low budget? Blair Witch Project.
That one right there they're talking about. They couldn't have any. They couldn't. It was one low budget that didn't have very much lighting.
This was what
Yeah.
I did. The Blair Witch Project
Yeah.
didn't impress me much because the whole thing of the film was that this was a real film found of these kids that had gotten attacked. And then, well, during the time when they're running from the tents, they're running and they're jumping and supposed to be running from the monster that's chasing them. And the guy shooting the thing is holding the girl perfectly in frame.
Oh, yeah.
Perfectly in frame in the shot. And I'm like, yeah, you know, if I was running in terror, I would be able to hold the person that I'm photographing in frame perfectly like that.
Hey, but kudos going out to the people that made that, because they made a buttload of money.
Yeah, for film it cost buckets.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they made a lot of money and hardly nothing to film that movie. So kudos going out to them. All right, number 877-396-W105. Tweet of the day this morning being brought to you by Hobbs Airfield Speedway. Get in touch with our buddy Jamal, 575-631-5099. You can also follow these guys. They are on Instagram, Facebook, and on TikTok. So when something is going on, it's always up there. You can find out what is going on at the Hobbs Airfield Speedway. And big races coming up, Flashlight Cash Days. Limpy is going to be out there. Daily Driver, True Street, Run What You Brung It, Small Tire Shootout. If they get 12 cars, that's going to be a $5,000 payout. TNT race November 3rd. And the also they've got TNT race on November 4th. Races are going to start and about noontime. If you need more information, just go and check them out. They're on Instagram, Facebook, and you can find them, of course, on TikTok. Tweet of the day this morning. Look, this is before my time. Did you know there was a time in America where we actually did not have a law against drinking while driving? And then I started thinking about it, and you're 100% right, because my grandfather always had a 6-pack of beer in his truck.
Okay.
Always. Not a problem. But Joe Rogan dives into this and actually pulled up the interview with people that were ticked off because they couldn't drink and drive anymore.
Have you ever seen that video from when they first started telling people you can't have an open beer in your car?
No.
And this guy's like, you work all day. It'd be nice if you could have a beer on your way home. Like,
in common is when a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
And then this lady's like, basically, we're becoming communists.
Where you can't drink when you want to.
Baby! Yeah.
You have to wear a seatbelt when you drive.
Yeah, so Back in the day, you could actually have open containers in the car. Not a problem. Also, when you get stopped for a DUI, I don't know if they did this in your hometown, but they would actually say, I'll follow you home. I'm not going to give you a ticket. I'll just follow. I remember as a kid, one of the cops saying, look, I know you boys have been out drinking. I'm going to follow you to the Bonner house, and I'm not going to write a ticket, okay? I know you're a bunch of good boys. So, yes, I'll follow you home. Don't swerve all over the place, please. It was a different age. It was a different day and age, definitely. A lot different. All right, Arnold Schwarzenegger talks about immigration, and he's an immigrant. And I don't know if, he's on The View promoting a brand new book that he has out. But he's talking about immigration, and we've got a need in the United States. My only problem with what he says is that we already have a guest worker program and use the guest worker program. A lot of people use the guest worker program, and a lot of people get visas in the United States as far as green cards, over 1 million a year. So here's what Arnold Schwarzenegger said on The View yesterday about immigration.
And you are one of the country's most famous immigrants and a former 2-term Republican governor of California back when Republicans were sane. What do you think about the current immigration crisis? Because you have such a unique perspective and what's going on at the border. What do you think of President Biden starting to build these 20 miles of wall? What's your perspective?
Mine is always, since I've been this governor, I've seen firsthand how this is not a one kind of a step approach. You have to really have comprehensive immigration reform. You have to look at this immigration problem in a comprehensive way. You can, first of all, I believe very strongly in having a border that no one can get through. That's number one for me. Number two, what is important is that we have visas available for people that want to work in the United States, so they don't have to work illegally.
Well, we already have visas for guest workers. What we have going on right now is just a free-for-all that is going to come back and bite us in the backside. When we add 7 million people in a couple years, and where are the jobs that they're going to do? We don't know. We don't know how these people are going to survive. That's why most countries' immigration is based on, can you take care of yourself? Number one, and what's your skill level? All right, we need an engineer. Go and find the best engineers among the applicants that applied for a visa.
So I
come back and bite us.
I got to say something about the Democrats for a sec. So I was at the Eastern New Mexico State Fair, and right next to our booth was, of course, we were directly across from the Republican Party of Chaves County, but the Democrat Party of Chaves County was there as well. And they were right next to us, of course, touting all of their Stansberry, Vasquez, Heinrich, all of their candidates. But they had, even bigger than their candidates' names, they had little signs that said, accept all people, we can work together, and stuff like that. Well, here's the thing. What I really wanted to do was put a sign on there that said, accept with Republicans. Because just as The View just illustrated, they're demonizing Republicans to the point, I mean, they're lumping everybody in the same group. Isn't that discrimination? Isn't that exactly what they rail against all the time? But no, all Republicans are crazy MAGAs. And so
I think this is going to bite them in the backside, because we might be crazy, but we know how to run the country. Democrats have done nothing but run the country and the ground. And anybody that says they're doing better today than they were when Trump was in office, I have to look at them and tell them they're a liar. How? Prove to me. The price of insurance and everything else is going up. Price of interest, if you're buying something, is going up. It's crazy. It's It's crazy. It's a crazy time.
I like the way she phrased her comments. Before Republicans lost their mind, when if either party has changed between, like, say, now and the 60s, it's the left that's lost their mind and moved so far away. It's just like Elon Musk showed. The reason he doesn't call himself a Democrat anymore is because the left lost their minds.
Well, do you remember last week I played the tape of Barack Obama talking about immigration? Mm-hmm. Think about how far we have come since Barack Hussein Obama. He wasn't for open borders. He said we need to vet people. We need to make sure that the right people are getting in and the wrong people are staying out.
Well, what happened to reporters that would sit there and say, okay, I've got Obama in the chair. I'm going to play him his interview from back then and then play him the interview from now and see what he has to say.
I agree. And I don't know if you remember the White House and the Biden administration, when this war had started on Sunday, they actually tweeted some things that were quickly taken down. I've got those. I will get to those in just a little bit. They weren't endorsing Hamas, but they dang sure wasn't wishing Israel the best of luck. I'll get to that coming up in just a second. Missing Texas team was trafficked through New Mexico, federal records say. Crossed the state line with the intent to traffic a child for prostitution. Bianca Vega, 23 years old, agreed to plead guilty to a felony of imprisoning a young girl. Cameron Pfeiffer, 24. Drayon Thomas, 32. And Vega all indicted in June with conspiracy to commit sex trafficking of a minor and attempting to sex traffic a minor, interstate transportation, and engaging in prostitution. Those are the charges that they are facing. This young girl, they're calling her Jane Doe, went missing from her home in Lubbock in November of 2022. Documents state, after failed attempt to locate Jane Doe, her family reported her missing on December 13th, and the investigation began. Court documents state authorities discovered the teen left Lubbock with Vega and her boyfriend, who was Thomas. And they proceeded to take her to Odessa and then cross over to New Mexico. Court document states the group made plans to travel to Carlsbad and continue trafficking this young lady there. Their primary control of the young lady was basically telling her they would take her home eventually. So they trafficked this young lady to be used as a prostitute to offer sexual services. They posted this up on a website, and then the ads were displayed in places like Roswell and in Carlsbad. According to court records, Vega was contacted by law enforcement and was told that Pfeiffer, the victim, was underage. But at that point, he said it was too late to stop the progress. So all of these folks were arrested. All I can say is I hope they're charged in Texas,
right,
and not New Mexico. This is a federal case, so I don't know if any of that will matter.
It's horrific enough that these victims were in New Mexico, but the fact that they were looking for people to buy the services of these victims in New Mexico, in Carlsbad and Roswell, that means that there's enough of a market in Carlsbad and Roswell for them to come here to sell people for sex.
That's scary. That's scary. And I hope they put these filthy varmints in jail for a long, long time. I hope. Powerball has risen to $1.73 billion. No winner last night. Tom, did you go out and buy you a ticket?
I forgot totally.
Well, you didn't win. So a couple people did win at least $1 million. Some people won $2 million, depending on how many numbers they matched. But no 6 numbers matching, and so the rest is history. The rest is history. Next drawing will be that will be tomorrow.
Yep.
Mega Millions tonight. I have no idea what the Mega Millions is up to, but yeah. Powerball Wednesday, $1.7 billion. Will Hurd has dropped out of the Republican presidential race, and he is throwing all his oomph to Nikki Haley. Thank you, Will. Your mom and dad and your wife are giving this guy was going nowhere. He's kind of strange. And he is used to work for the CIA, former CIA spy, turned GOP congressman, has dropped out of the presidential race. So he's done. All right, 877-396-W105. Tom on the text. We'll talk about Hobbs police arrest a 17-year-old yesterday. Republicans weighing in on a rule change for the Speaker of the House. We'll get to that. And the Texas governor says that he's going to call a special session. I'll tell you what that's about. Price of oil on the way. Morning show this morning being brought to you by WWRB. Find them online, WWRB3.com, 988-0392. Call them today. 162 RV sites, every one of them coming with high-speed internet, wired right to your hookup. Of course, they have 30 and 50 amps available, all utilities included, including that high-speed internet right to your hookup. They are pet-friendly and very well lit up. It's RV parks designed for working folks. WWRV3.com or 988-0392. Tom in the text.
All right, Oscar in Lovington is asking, does anyone know how much the street project in Lovington is costing? Originally for $24 million, but that main part right there by the McDonald's not even done yet, so that's a big part of it. But yeah, $24 million. Don't know at this point how much they have spent, though. I agree with B. If anyone who says they are doing better now with Trump is either lying or needs to be investigated, says the texter. And you know,
okay, you missed a word as usual.
What is that?
I agree with B. If anyone who says they're doing better now than with Trump is either lying or needs to be investigated. So you leave out than, and it says doing better with Trump.
Oh.
No, than with Trump.
Okay.
Yeah.
You probably sent that in an email or a text message, that's why you skipped the word. You sent that.
And the Democrat policy is, so bad. $600 groceries went from 2 shopping carts to a handheld basket, says this one texter. Wow. And you know what? Obama, he built the cages, says the texter. And
he did.
And Jeffro says they are Democrats. They come standard in the oil in the idiot form, says Jeffro this morning. Wow. There's one for Russ. I'll let you read that one for yourself, buddy.
I don't read the text line. That's your job.
Oh, I quit it already. And the scariest movie, Tommy attacking the buffet. Those plates of food didn't stand a chance. Me?
They didn't stand a chance with him. No, it was pretty scary. The plates, downright scary.
You know what else is scary? The aftermath after the carnage of the buffet and all of the food all over the floor.
Not.
You know what's also scary? Him trying to figure out how to send a damn email. That's scary as hell.
I sent you those 10 days ago.
That's really scary. You just sit there looking at the damn computer. It's very scary. Very, very, very scary. All right, we're going to get to Trump. Trump talking about Biden and Trump talking about, are we heading to World War III? Here's what he had to say.
Now, who could imagine a war, right? With people pouring into our country and we have no idea from where they come. The same people, in many cases, the same people that just attacked Israel. You know that, right? Can you imagine what this guy has done to us, what he's done to us? That would have never happened. The attack on Israel would never, ever have happened. The attack on Ukraine would never have happened.
Remember yesterday I played the video, I played the audio from a video where they are chanting in New York about Hamas, backing Hamas. Hell, we've got sitting representatives, Tlaib and the squad backing Hamas. Hamas is a terrorist organization, by God. Trump talking about Biden. This is funny. Trump saying things that everybody wants to say, and nobody will say it. Here's what he said.
Very serious. We are in very, very grave danger of having a World War III. And this will be a war. This will be a war of obliteration. This will not be a war with, I say, army tanks going back and forth shooting at each other. This is the real deal. And we have a man that he can't even walk off a stage. He walks off a stage. He finishes his speech. He looks, oh, well, he can't find. He has no idea. You know, there's always a stair there, a stair here. You could even walk off the front, jump or something, do something. He usually walks to the back into a wall. Yeah, there's a wall there.
Yeah, Trump saying what everybody else is thinking. But, yeah, thank you, Donald Trump. All right, thought for the day this morning being brought to you by Wakefield Oil, 35 years serving Southeast New Mexico. Quality products, excellent service, boom or bust. They get it out to you. On-road, off-road, really doesn't matter. Wakefield Oil delivering DEF value, unleaded, diesel, interstate batteries, and more. Go to the website, wakefieldOil.com. Thought for the day in memory of Mr. Wendell Wakefield. Thought for the day this morning, bugs have the entire sky to fly. But when I'm riding my motorcycle, they decide to fly right in my mouth. It's my thought for the day. Just go ahead, extra protein. Tom in the text, 649. We'll come back and recap that story about Hobbs PD arresting a 17-year-old.
Maybe, you know, we have been invaded and don't even know it, says this
We're
one.
Too dumb to know it.
Yeah. So this one texter says, I agree. And Texas can rebuild a 25-mile 4-lane highway before Lovington can build one intersection, says the texter. Well, in defense of them, we've had some bad weather the last few weeks. So
I'm sorry, what?
Well,
but what about all the time before that?
Well, I don't know what the delay was in those situations.
You mean the one afternoon rainstorm and it takes 10 hours it took for the water to drain off? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it takes 4 or 5 days for that to dry off so they can do anything.
Okay.
Can't they get a bump? Can't they get a bump out there?
I started to flat ask whose ass she was kissing now. The texture's exactly right. Our main intersection of Main and D now has taken twice as long as it took them to go all the way from the highway to Main and D. And I know there's some structure there. But and I'm speaking freely here, but I've lived here since I was 7.
Right.
Okay, so I've got an interest in Lovington.
Well, and I think part of the problem is that it's not just laying highway; they're putting drainage.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, Lovington's got a big problem with when it rains, it floods.
Well, I'm talking directly to what the texter is saying. Why can't Texas do it quicker than we do? Because Texas does it with 3 shifts. They bring in light plants. Exactly. They bring in the men.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. I mean, have you ever gone to Dallas in the middle of the night and they got guys out there working? That third shift, those guys are getting paid.
Right. But, you know, they haven't even started on Main Street yet. I mean, we're still months away from that. So,
and here's the other problem that we have: hiring people. I don't know if those guys are having the same problem, but hiring people. You know, they could probably do 2 crews, one start on one side, but I don't know if they could hire enough people. I don't know. All right, Hobbs Police Department. Tom, tell me about the arrest of a 17-year-old in that deadly shooting at the hotel.
I have nothing on it. I'm sorry.
So 17, I'll carry you, brother. I've been doing it for 15 years now. Custody, looks like a 17-year-old in custody for the shooting death of a 35-year-old man in Hobbs on Saturday. Hobbs police arrested a 17-year-old boy at his home on Sunday. Police found Marshini Buka, who was shot several times and wounded at the Executive Inn in right there on Marlin and Hobbs. He was taken to the hospital and later died. Investigation is ongoing, but they did arrest that 17-year-old yesterday. His name hasn't been released because, of course, he is a minor. Republicans weigh in on rule changes to avoid the House floor chaos during the Speaker's vote. So House Republicans walked out of nearly a 3-hour conference on Monday night, uniting over the sense of urgency needed to pick a new speaker. One of the most prominent debates to surface less 72 hours before the Republicans are set to gather behind closed doors for their speaker election is whether to raise the threshold needed to put a candidate on the House floor. I don't know if that's a good idea because I don't know if they'll ever get anybody secured. Think about how many votes it took for McCarthy to become the speaker. So I don't know if that is a good idea. And the governor of Texas is going to be calling a special legislative session to ban private employers from imposing COVID-19 vaccine mandates. Greg Abbott, the Republican, listed the banning of private mandates when it comes to companies in Texas mandating that people have to get a vaccine. So Greg Abbott said that would be illegal in the state of Texas if he can get it passed. So he wants to call a special session just for that. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Zia Guns, 1907 North Main in Roswell. Handguns, rifles, shotguns. They've got them all. They can also tune up your bow. They got lots of ammo. If you need optics and that type of stuff, not a problem. Not a problem. Trade in your old gun to get a better gun. And ladies, if you've been thinking about getting personal protection, they've got you covered with lethal and non-lethal personal protection. Closed on Saturday, open on Sunday, 1907 North Main in Roswell. When we come back, Sean Hannity talking about the squad and Nikki Haley talking about Hamas and also talking about the UN. We'll get to that up next.
You know, construction is the problem. This one texter is saying they drag their feet on every project here at the U.S. refinery in Carlsbad. It's been over a year, and you know what? It's still closed, says the texter. Now, if you don't like the process on the Lovington project, I guarantee you, Coulter is saying they are hiring, says the texter. And this one text says, how long did it take to do the road from Pecos to the Mentone turnoff? He answers it, 3 years, says the text. And Buddy's chiming in. It says, Tom is a liar. A rain in Lovington dries up in about 35 minutes. Yeah, but that hole got a lot of water, so it's gonna take a while.
Well, Tom,
what?
You don't think they have a pump that they can pump out the water?
Yeah, but then you got to let the dirt dry. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to be very honest with you, Tom. I could go down to the rental store and buy a sludge pump and get that done fairly quick.
Oh, that's fine. Drain the water, but still the dirt's going to be wet. What are you going to do then? You can't build on dirt on the wet dirt.
Since when do you
Coming
know
from
anything about building anything?
Exactly. Coming from the expert, Name.
Yeah, I mean, you and Joe Biden have something in common. You've never built anything in your life.
Well,
the Build Back Better plan is like a big pile of manure.
There's mud down there, dude. You can't do nothing down there. It's like concrete.
You just go ahead and get you just get the mud out and dig a little deeper, and then you're good.
No. I want them to do it right. I don't want them to come back in and mess it up.
Okay, Tom. God bless you. Did you guys see the story about the football player with Down syndrome scores a touchdown?
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that?
Mm-hmm.
And pretty cool story.
It was.
Sometimes winning and losing in sports doesn't matter, but this is a awesome story. This young boy who's in the 10th grade, he's got Down syndrome. His name is Derek, and he has been part of the team. And they let him in the game at Cibola, and he was able to score a touchdown. So cool. The coach said that the kid is the heart of the football team. There's another reason why we should not race on the streets. Police in Albuquerque say a street racing crash left 2 people dead and 3 people in critical condition in Albuquerque, in the northeast part of Albuquerque, Sunday evening. Crash happened on Louisiana, just south of Comanche. One of the drivers suspected of racing is now in jail. The other driver is dead. According to the Albuquerque Police Department, a green Mini Cooper and a white BMW were racing on Louisiana going north. The third car, a Toyota Camry, pulled out and hit both the race cars.
Ooh.
Mini Cooper flipped over the Toyota, causing the driver to fly out of the vehicle before it landed. It landed on its roof. They have arrested 28-year-old Andy Summerall, who was a driver of the BMW. Of course, the driver of the Mini Cooper is dead, so you can't arrest him. Look, if you want to race, go down to one of these racetracks and plump down your $25 and race. That would be much better, in my humble opinion. KWMW Maljamora 105.1 FM. We're beyond the Breakfast Club. When we come back, I got several cuts. Sean Hannity talking about the squad, Nikki Haley talking about Hamas, and Rick Scott mentioning Israel, and Judge Jeanine also has something to say. Looks like the judge rules with the Democrats in that redistricting suit. Something I failed to mention yesterday is the GOP has decided they will appeal that case. The judge said that there was gerrymandering going on, but just not egregious enough. So now the Republicans will appeal this case. I would take it to higher court.
The Mexico Supreme Court. Why are we going to that court? Really? Why? Michelle's got them in her pocket.
And Gavin Newsom signed a landmark California climate law requiring big businesses to report carbon emissions. Signed that into effect last week, requiring major corporations doing business in California to report their greenhouse gas emissions, creating the nation's first corporate carbon emissions disclosure program. If it happens in California, can't wait. I'm sure it's going to happen here soon. And Mexico takes a diplomatic action against Texas. Any truckers out there having any problems? Evidently, there is a 19,000 truck delay at the Texas border. Texas cracking down on smuggling and trafficking, and trucks are backed up. Cargo is backed up because every truck has to be inspected. The president of Mexico is none too happy about this. Doesn't Texas have the right to protect themselves, though?
Yep.
I mean, they could always come through in New Mexico causing a funnel. Oh, wait, we already have the funnel. My bad. All right, Tom, let's check the price of oil being brought to you by Spinnaker Oilfield Cementers. Yeah, you can find them. They're in Texas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico. And they had bunches of positions open. They have filled every one of those positions. How can they fill all their positions? Well, I mean, a great place to work. When it comes to a benefit package, they're tops in the biz, and they offer awesome pay. You need more information? They're not hiring right now, but you can just go to the website, greatoilfieldjobs.com, greatoilfieldjobs.com.
West Texas Intermediate, $85.82, $87.82 for Brent crude, and the price of natural gas steady at $3.43.
All right, price of oil being brought to you by Spinnaker. Just check the weather being brought to you by Atlas Make a Mirror, atlasmakeamirror.com, 575-631-3189. Call Rebecca Long today, times 1, times 5, times 10 magnification mirrors. They have just rolled out the new and improved wall mount, and you guys have mentioned to her that you wish it came in multiple colors, and now there are 2 colors to choose from. And also mentioned you would like the extension to be a little longer, and she's got that taken care of. And if you want the mainstay, the Atlas Make a Mirror, the travel case, and that type of stuff, that thing weighs less than 4 pounds, travels easy. And you can find out more information. You can go to Instagram and Facebook and check out the videos, or you can go buy it right off the web at atlasmakeamirror.com, or call and talk to Rebecca, 575-631-1389. Call her today. 83 for the high today, 20% chance of isolated showers, mostly in this afternoon. 59 tonight, 89 coming up for tomorrow, and sunny skies. We're going to take a break, keep you updated with everything going on. We're going to give you a chance to qualify for the cash. News being brought to you by Rig Outfitters and the Home Store, Broadmoor Mall, Hobbs America, FR jeans, coveralls, gloves, anything to work in the patch, they've got it. Hard hats, steel-toe boots, safety gear. And you can also find furniture, appliances, electronics, all with zero-down financing. Check them out today. You got a big football game to watch this weekend? Maybe you want a bigger TV or a brand new recliner? They can accommodate. Rig Outfitters and the Home Store in the Broadmoor Mall, they're right next to Scrub Outfitters. They have the largest selection of scrubs in southeast New Mexico. In 100 miles, they have the largest selection of scrubs. The big name brands, Dickies, Healing Hands, Megacouture Peaches. They've got, of course, compression socks, the comfortable shoes. And if they don't have something you're looking for, just let them know about it. They'll get it for you. Scrub Outfitters in the Broadmoor Mall, they're right next to Rig Outfitters. Let's qualify, folks, for the cash. Then we're coming back. We're B on the Breakfast Club. KWMW Maljamora, 105.1 FM. We're W105. Let's qualify, folks. News up next.
New Mexico Junk Masters presents the W105 Cash Blowout.
Call now. Call now.
Call 877-396-W105 now. Be one of the first 5 people to call in for your chance to win $105. The W105 Cash Blowout.
I want my money. I want it now.
Call in now to win.
News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Getting the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
MTD Radio News. I'm Joe Miller. A 17-year-old taken into custody for the shooting death of a 35-year-old man in Hobbs Saturday. Hobbs police arresting the 17-year-old boy at a home on Sunday. Police found Marishi Bakata with several gunshot wounds at the Executive Inn Motel on North Marlin, but the man taken to the hospital where he later died. The investigation is still ongoing. Anyone with information regarding this incident or any other crimes is asked to report it by calling dispatch or contacting Lee County Crime Stoppers anonymously. Individuals may be eligible for a cash reward regarding this incident. It's the fourth day of Balloon Fiesta. Thousands of global visitors still attending the event. The weather was perfect Monday morning and the balloons launching right at 7 a.m. Crowds gathered to watch the sky fill with colorful balloons. The fiesta running through Sunday. Well, District Court Judge Fred Van Solen issued his ruling this week on the case of the Republican Party and other parties versus New Mexico Secretary of State Maggie Toulouse Oliver and other parties, saying the court does not find that the disparate treatment of vote dilution raises to the level of an egregious gerrymander. The court finds that the congressional redistricting map enacted under Senate Bill 1 does not violate the plaintiff's equal protection rights under Article 2, Section 18 of the Constitution of the state of New Mexico. He said the court did note the realignment of congressional districts was an effort to get Democrats elected in all three New Mexico congressional districts. The judge's finding says it did not rise to the level of egregious in order to entrench one party over the other. This ruling came in late yesterday, and that's what's happening. I'm Joe Miller, MTD Radio News.
You know what makes me sick? You know what makes me so mad? I just want to share dental floss with a homeless guy. You know what the problem is today with the American male of the species? He does not know what it means to be a man. Women and society have wussified us to the point most of us we don't know which way is up. And that's how come I have come up with the man rules of thumb. These are simple rules of life that any regular thinking, red-blooded, real man can use as like mile markers in his life, the road of life. So, men, you might want to write these down. Never stop and ask a woman for directions. Chances are she won't know where it is either. When they play the national anthem, stand up and place your ball cap over your head. Or move to Russia. Your choice. It's okay to hug your child, as long as you both are not guys over the age of 12. If you have to wear a suit and tie for work, change jobs. Never bite off more than you can chew, unless we're talking about actual food, in which case, if you're a man, that's expected. The three magic words are, I love you, or kiss my butt, depending on the situation. Men and fat women should not wear flip-flops. The only acceptable guy pet is a dog, and maybe large snakes. And kids are like underwear. They're usually around a lot longer than they need to be. Wake up, America! Hey, guess what? I'm just getting started. More man rules of thumb tomorrow. Next time, bring notebooks, gentlemen, because class will be in session. I'm Earl Pitts American. Pizzo.
Attention Roswell and surrounding areas. The time to trade up is now at Roswell Ford. Because now through the end of the month, Roswell Ford will take any trade, any condition, even if you owe thousands more than your car's value. And with a lot full of amazing deals, you can trade up and save big. Get 0 down, no payments for 90 days, and 0% on select new Ford models. With a job bringing home just $3.99 a week, Roswell Ford's aggressive lenders will push to approve your credit, even with bad credit or no credit. Check out a special edition Ford F-150 Raptor R, a 75th anniversary crew cab 4x4, a 2023 Ford Raptor Bronco, 2023 Ford F-150 Platinum Edition, and the new 2023 Ford F-150 Trimmer. Now is the time to trade up. Head for Roswell Ford, the home of Tailgate Nation at the corner of 9th and Main in Roswell.
Get ready for the 21st annual Jalorama, Saturday, October 21st at Jal Lake Park. Brought to you in part by ConocoPhillips and Devon Energy. Jalorama is a full day of fun featuring a car show where you can see Ray Stinger's Nitro Funny Car on display, a chili cook-off, rib challenge. There'll be booths to shop, food booths to grab a bite at, plus enjoy the Jalorama games, and the day ends with a public dance that evening from 7 to 11 p.m. All chili cook-off and rib challenge cooking begins at 8 a.m. with judging and awards that afternoon. Entry fee for car show or cooking challenge is $25 in advance or $30 the day of the show, with proceeds to support local charities. Early registration paid before October 13th gets a free Jalorama t-shirt. For vendor or food booth information, call 575-308-9667. That's 308-9667. Make plans to bring the family to Jal Lake Park, Saturday, October 21st for the 21st annual Jalorama.
All this week at Bob's Ridgeway, more than 150 big grocery specials and a big $5 sale with Yoplait Go-Gurt 8-pack. 2 for just $5. Minute Maid fruit drinks, big 59-ounce, 5 for $5. Get Totino's pizzas, 3 for $5. Hunt snack pack puddings, big 4-pack, 5 of those for just $5. Get granulated sugar, 2 big 4-pound bags for just $5. That Smart peanut butter, 2 big 40 ounces. 2 for $5, and Panhandle Pure Teas and Lemonades. Get 2 gallons for just $5, and those are just a few of over 100 special big grocery items this week, and the big $5 sale at Bob's Ridgeway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington, where your grocery dollar always goes farther.
Tom A. Reese is on the air with B and the Breakfast Club.
B and the Breakfast Club in the morning, W105.
B and the Breakfast Club. Thanks for listening and making us the #1 way to wake up in southeast New Mexico. B and the Breakfast Club.
For the record, what you guys are doing is really creepy.
13 after 7, the toll, 900 killed, and Israelis killed, 11 Americans killed, and 11, how many is too many? How many Americans being killed is too many?
1.
Just 1. Yeah. Thank you, Tom, for the quick answer. Thank you so much. You know what it's going to come down to when we find out that some of the hostages are Americans?
Mm-hmm.
Joe Biden's actually going to have to do something. He's going to have to do something to ensure that those Americans get out. Hamas is already talking.
What's that, Russ?
About killing them.
Yep, yeah, I saw that
on a live stream. The hostages. So, Russ, what are you saying? What's Joe going to have to do?
You said he's going to have to do something. I said, want to bet? I mean, Talita Rashid released photos of herself in her office this morning with her Palestinian flag behind her.
Yep.
And
she's flying it.
The protests from the left and the right. You wait and see what this administration does.
You might be right.
Diddly.
Yeah, you might be right. Sean Hannity talks about the squad and these bunch of morons. And so Sean Hannity talks about just that.
Socialists in the Democratic Party, they wasted no time revealing their true colors in the wake of a crisis. Members of the squad are under fire for calling a de-escalation and a ceasefire in Israel. Meanwhile, even Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer is facing a backlash for her weak response, refusing to even acknowledge that Israel was under attack or even condemn the Hamas terrorists for this unprovoked brutality.
So what is in Michigan, Tom?
Cars.
Thank you for that. Dearborn, Michigan, the most populated with Muslims, pretty much anywhere in the United States. So Gretchen Whitmer is making sure she protects that vote. Who, and then of course right up the road, Minnesota, Minneapolis, also heavy population, and that's why Omar is so entrenched. So, by the way, on Spouses Day, she was very confused. Omar was very. I mean, she was like, "I love you. No, I don't love you. Yeah, I love you that way." Of course, she's not married to a brother anymore. New poll: over 2,000 American adults find 75% say they get up to 7 presents a year, and they never use the 7 presents. So Goodwill's happy. Thank you. Friends, children, and colleagues are labeled the worst present givers. And spouses weren't even included in the, because sometimes they forget and you get nothing at all. New survey polled says the best streaming service out there for overall customer viewer satisfaction is Max. What is Max? Is that what used to be HBO Max?
Could be, yeah.
I think that's what that is. By the way, by the time you get finished paying all these streaming services every month, your credit card will be maxed out. Pet Shop Boys are upset with Drake for using his West End, the West End Girls song on his brand new song. So he sampled their song. So when they sample the song, if it's over how many seconds, 5 seconds, they're supposed to get paid.
Yeah.
And it's always nice if you ask permission. New study claims that running twice a week is as effective as antidepressants. And Malaya Obama spotted smoking a cigarette over the weekend, and the internet went crazy. Well, I mean, look, Barack was a big-time smoker. Right. I don't know if he still is, but at one point he was. All right, we're going to get to Nikki Haley. Also, the White House sends out some tweets, but they walk them back. We'll get to that in just a second. And the U.S. Army hopes Congress will approve additional funding to ensure the Pentagon's munitions production can be ramped up. You know why? Because we've given all our munitions away. So Lloyd Austin and Army Secretary Christine Worthmuth requesting funding that we can ramp up production. The Biden administration promised to aid Israel, so we know more of our munitions will be going out the window. All right, we're going to get to we'll get to Nikki Haley coming up next. Tom on the text 877-396-W105. We'll check the weather too in just a sec.
All right, good morning. This is Travis from Roswell, guys. Just wanted to say thank you to the lady you guys had running the booth on Saturday morning at the fair. I didn't catch her name, but she was really extremely nice to my special needs son. She helped him out with a shirt and some stickers, and was very happy. So thank you very much. Stacy, our weekend host, was there, and she helped him out. So yeah, we do what we can when we're appearances there. So Travis, we hope that you had a good time at the fair. And
wait. Mm-hmm. I just got to ask you, we do what we can.
Right.
Does that include sleeping?
Sleeping? Nobody was sleeping.
We had this conversation yesterday, bro.
Yeah, it's old news already. on getting presents, I'm lucky if I get 2 presents a year, says the texter.
Well, I mean, I am a big time. Hold on a second. Let me make sure and open the door. I am a big time giver, but not so much a receiver. When it comes to presents, I am a big time giver, but don't. As far as getting presents, I don't get that many presents.
She's laughing in the background.
I'm a big-time giver, but don't get a whole bunch.
Whatever.
Yes.
And why did Schumer travel to Beijing urging China to support Israel? This one texter is asking.
Man, we're in China more than we're in the United States. I mean, we kiss the ass of China so much, it's starting to taste like sweet and sour.
Yep. Tommy in Carlsbad is saying, in reference to the captives, if they have a BLM American LGBTQ basketball star held captive, Joe will trade terrorists for them. Otherwise, guess what? They're screwed. That's Tommy in Carlsbad this morning. Wow. And Kevin.
So, yeah, please go ahead.
Kevin, you get more gifts than you really think. This one texter is saying.
Just doesn't feel like it. I'm just going to.
Now, you were saying.
By the way, I got inside a safe. That was my big concern yesterday because I couldn't find the key. The battery was failing. Finally, it came to me. I had that senior citizen moment. I went, boing. I know where I put the damn key. So I got the answer to that. Now I got the key. I was able to change the batteries. All is good. So God bless, Tom.
Here's one that's going to get you. Your wife is watching you. You're trying to get in your little cash safe that you get into, once in a while to get out some stuff. You know that it's your anniversary. It's on there. Your wife is watching you. You're trying to open the safe. You know it's your anniversary, and you can't remember it to get the safe open.
Yeah,
I did that.
She knows the password to the safe.
Oh
so.
yeah, you want to talk about being in trouble?
She's got the combination herself. So, and now she has a key. And I got a key, if I can remember where I put the damn key. All right, anybody else saw the tweets that were taken down by the Department of State talking about it's time to refrain from violence? When Russia, when Israel is being bombarded, when their citizens are being taken hostage, terror and violence solves nothing. We urge all sides to refrain from violence. They quickly took those down. When you're being invaded, I would hope that we would not have that approach when somebody comes knocking at the door at our shores. I would hope we would not have that same approach. We got fighting age men right here in America that have been flocking in here. Some of them, by the way, on the terrorist watch list.
Right.
And when I see people that are backing Hamas, parading in our streets, backing Hamas, we're in deep trouble. We are in deep, deep, deep trouble. Nikki Haley on Hamas. Here's what she had to say.
But what I'll tell you is, yes, the UN is a farce. We saw the Secretary General come out and say that we should do a ceasefire. And I would say at the Security Council when I was there is, would any of you do a ceasefire if this happened to you? But they expect Israel to act by a certain set of rules. I think Israel needs to eliminate Hamas without question. We think that we should go and tell every government that's within that territory, Lebanon, Syria, that they need to stay out of this. We need to make sure no taxpayer dollars go to any Palestinian entities or any UN entities that support Hamas. We need to make sure that we are focused on giving all the intelligence, ammunition, and equipment we need. Israel needs to be able to finish this, and we need to freeze Iranian assets, the $6 billion, but we also need to go back and put strong sanctions like we had before.
I agree. And by the way, the UN is funded by America.
Right.
What's the percentage of income that's put in to the UN. I'm thinking that we put in over 70%.
That's a lot of money.
And we put in over 70%. But this thing is run by a bunch of radicals. At some point, we have to say, hey, we're putting in the money. I think we should be in charge. We need to be in charge. I'm looking that number up now.
I bet it's a billion.
How much money do we give every year?
I'm thinking it's $1 billion, B.
No, it's more than $1 billion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's more than $1 billion.
That's
well,
way too
evidently I
much.
screwed up my search. Well, Russ, if you can find that, what's the percentage of the UN? I'm thinking it's over 70%.
What we pay of the UN?
Yeah, every year.
Every year. I think we pay over 70%, and we're not in charge, which is problematic. All right, 727, we are B and the Breakfast Club. We're coming back. We've got Rick Scott talking about Israel, and Judge Janine made some great comments. I'll get to those coming up in a second.
In 2023, United Nations assessed the United States share of the regular budget at 22%.
22.
Its share of the peacekeeping budget, however, is 27%.
Oh.
And the U.S. cap contribution to peacekeeping budget was at 25%, leaving the United States in arrears. Why would they say in arrears? It wouldn't be in arrears. We'd be ahead by 2%.
That's about 70%.
What that means is that we owe them. We actually owe them.
Oh, I see what they're saying.
Yeah,
We're supposed to
arrears.
pay 27% of that peacekeeping budget, and we only paid 25%, so we actually shorted
Owe
the
them.
UN 2%.
Whatever.
That's what the UN
But
is
I mean,
reporting.
I would like to look at what's how much other countries pay.
But why would the United States have 27% of the whole UN peacekeeping budget?
Stupid. That's why.
Who agreed to that?
Well, I mean, look at the countries that are in the UN: China, France, Japan, Australia, Brazil, Canada, Belgium, Indonesia, Bangladesh, Italy, Colombia, Argentina, Ghana, Colombia, Cambodia, Egypt, Germany, and we're paying 25% with all of those countries. Sounds to me like we're getting screwed. And we're not getting anything for our money because they're a bunch of radicals.
Right.
New Mexico. I love when the plan comes together. Remember last year they passed a bill, Senate bill for it passed, the Healthy Universal School Meal Bill, where we were going to give nutritious meals to every student at no charge, free school lunches at every school. Well, now lawmakers are questioning how that will happen as the cost of food is going up. And we are in arrears millions of dollars. We have a shortage of funding, millions of dollars. Wait. You're admitting that the cost of food is going up? Wait a second. Wait, aren't you Democrats up there in Santa Fe? You can't admit that. So they're about $15 million short.
Ouch.
I don't know how you could be $15 million short. I mean, the cost of food is going up, but has it gone up that much? I mean, during the legislative period last year, the cost of food had already gone up.
Already.
Somebody messed up. Man caught at a traffic stop with plans to shoot at a school. Florida man allegedly planned a mass shooting and stabbing spree at a high school. Remember the Stoneman Douglas High and the Parkland High School? Palm Beach County authorities say that Henry Harton, 19 years old, had been making threatening threats. They did find a handwritten note and also plans for him to go shoot up schools. He had been purchasing firearms. He wrote in a journal that he wanted to kill everybody at one of the schools with his guns. Sounds like he was angry about something, had some mental conditions. So it looks like they got him off the street for the time being. And a young Israeli couple were killed by Hamas, but before they were killed, they hid their twin babies.
Oh, B.
So Hamas killed them and the twins survived. What a heartbreaking story. So the young Israeli couple hid their 10-month-old twins before the Hamas terrorists broke into their home and murdered them. So the twins live and the parents died. Albuquerque man arrested for fleeing police. Yeah, they actually had to put out the spike strips. He had tried to carjack someone after crashing his truck. He was arrested yesterday. And New Mexico State Police investigating a fatal crash on Highway 60 east of Vaughn. Crash occurred early Sunday. New Mexico State Police say that a black Mercedes sedan left the road, rolling over several times. They say the reason for the crash is currently unknown at this time. And the 2024 election is going to be the most expensive election based on how much money these PACs have raised so far. And then the Trump factor, since Donald Trump has raised a ridiculous amount of money so far, leaving Biden in the dust. 877-396-W105, and the Breakfast Club. Rick Scott's on the way. Also, Judge Janine. We'll get to that audio. Tom on the text.
All right. This text says FBI should be investigating the Palestinian protesters in New York, displaying the SWAT stickers on their phones, and leave Trump supporters alone, says the text. And our border should charge every trucking company $10,000 for every illegal immigrant found in that truck, says the text. Now, the UK does this. Seen it on YouTube TV, says the texter. And morning, guys. Did y'all know that Israel has very strict regulations to get the license to own guns? So, like 5% of citizens own firearms? Asked the texter.
I thought everybody had guns in Israel.
I thought so too.
I could be wrong. I'm gonna do my homework, but I thought that every mandatory.
I think you're thinking Afghanistan. Hold on, I'm looking it up.
I thought so too.
I would think that everybody has guns in Israel.
Yeah, with all that.
I've always heard that in Israel, everybody is always prepared for this type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe my info is wrong.
That's I don't know. Hey, you see on the news that Joe Biden was barbecuing this past Sunday? Asked one of the texters.
It says in Israel, usually personal weapons allowed are pistols with a limit of 50 rounds of ammunition. To qualify, one must be of a certain age, depending on IDF service. In other words, if they've been in their military or not. Live or work in the area that demands it, so they're limited.
I always thought that they were ready. You would think that they would be
and stuff. Yeah,
I'm going to go there, Tom, but you would think that they would be a little bit more prepared.
Well, look what's going on now.
Crazy.
They could use a bazooka. Yeah. One more text. Biden doesn't need the money, says this text. He let his voters across the border. His voters cross the border, says the texter. Wow.
Morning show this morning being brought to you by State Representative Randy Pettigrew. He's in District 61, running for his third term, and he's the guy that goes to Santa Fe and protects our way of life in southeast New Mexico. Randy is one of the hardworking conservatives that goes up there to Santa Fe and goes against pretty much everything the governor tries to do. I mean, the governor, when I tell people that our governor was for abortion at birth, they think I'm crazy. They think I'm making it up. No. Our governor, yeah. And so our governor is still trying to take away our firearms. Our governor is no doubt the next legislative session will come back with more legislation to take away assault weapons and to take away firearms. No doubt. Instead of looking at the problem being quit letting the criminals out of jail. Randy is a guy that goes up there and fights for our way of life in southeast New Mexico. Fighting for your Second Amendment right, the unborns, and, of course, protecting the oil field. If you can give to his campaign, he would love that. Find out more information, RandallPettigrew.com, RandallPettigrew.com. Tom, wrap it up if you would. We're going to get to taking out trash up next.
All right, morning, gentlemen. And B, why is it when a young man who kills someone, they don't say the name of the person? If he kills someone, they should give his name. Well, here in New Mexico, the way they do it, because anyone that's underage will not have that name. However, if they certify them as an adult, then
they'll release the name.
Yeah. Now, Texas is different. They can identify a juvenile if he has killed someone. So every state is different. However, the media here, we have the choice of also releasing that name if we know it. So, but we respect the authorities, so that's why they do it that way. B. That's the answer.
I would rather just release. I mean, if they murdered somebody,
yeah,
then I'm good. I am actually good with releasing their name. No problems.
No problem. But that's the way they do it here in New Mexico, unfortunately. You know, the guy arrested in Albuquerque for street racing, we had that story, also had his little kid in the car.
Oh, my goodness.
With him. Yeah, that was Jody from Lovington with that story right there. B.
What is the matter with people? That's crazy. All right, number 877-396-W105. We are B and the Breakfast Club. Another day, another 55 cents. I'm going to get to things that happen on this date in history coming up in just a second. Keep you updated with everything going on. Taking out trash. Being brought to you by Trash Eaters. 575-390-4549. Find them online at trash-eaters.com. They do residential trash pickup. And remind you that the Lovington Animal Shelter, they need help. They need volunteers to help with the animals, and they need monetary donations. 575-552-3669 if you want to volunteer. That is the direct line. Imagine this. New report coming out this morning that U.S. weapons from Afghanistan ended up in the hands of the Palestinian groups operating on the Gaza Strip. Yes, you heard me right. The weapons that we left behind in Afghanistan ended up in the hands to kill Americans. How far did that pallet of money go? And, of course, the weapons that we left behind. And a ill-prepared pullout in Afghanistan.
Well, here's another thing. This attack, what did they accomplish? Did they gain ground? Did they get to keep anything? No. They come over and terrorized, killed people, and then grabbed hostages. Hostages, a large number of hostages, pulled them back. Do you think of the fact that we just watched them, that they just watched Iran get $6 billion for hostages, and every time a country takes our hostages, we pay for them. You don't think that laid the groundwork for what happened 3 days ago? You don't think
Great
it's like
point.
a big sign that says, hey, take hostages, Americans will pay you for them? And you see
It's just like at the border. Same thing at the border. By us saying we're going to give you this, more people started coming. We sent the wrong message. It was the wrong message that we sent. Pretty sad. All right, things that happened on this date in history on the way. Our number 877-396-W105. Be on the Breakfast Club. 741. Stand by. We've got the national anthem and the pledge still to come, Tom.
All right, so Tom Hayes' way of thinking is the problem with deadlines not being met. In any type of construction, you will never have perfect conditions, but you got to get the job done, period, says the texters. Yeah, you're right about that. And will the Rangers play tonight? How far do you think they can go? I haven't heard from him. Was he around?
he stepped out to take care of something a while ago. That's why I'm trying
Tom,
to do something. Go ahead.
When would you know about deadlines?
Oh, I know about deadlines.
You know about deadlines. This is the guy that I still ain't got the email from.
I gave you a bunch of them.
This is the guy that I still didn't get the email from.
You got everything I had for you 10 days ago.
Whatever, bro.
You didn't get back to me.
Whatever. Saturday, I sent you the email showing that you had never sent me an email.
Yeah, and I sent an email back to Will and said, hey, what's going on? How come he's not getting them? So, but he got them. You live 10,000 miles away, remember?
Tom, email travel over the web. I'm sorry. That's not an excuse.
And well, this texter was asking, Will, Rangers playing tonight? How far do you think they can go? Now, Will's gone right now, but I think they're going all the way. I think they'll beat the...
This coming from the guy that said the Cowboys were winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they look bad, didn't they?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, but the Rangers are my team, so the Astros are my team, too.
Oh, now they're your team. Mm-hmm. When they're winning, they're your team.
That's right. Why do you want to be on a losing team anyway? Even if you've supported them for years.
Yeah. Thank you.
Texter says Rangers ain't.
My teams are my teams.
Yeah.
When it come time to back them, I back them.
Oh, yeah. This is the guy who left the Republican Party. Now I'm an independent. Sure.
Are they a team?
Yeah, big old flip-flopper.
Are they a team?
Well, you flip-flop.
Did I say team?
Don't matter.
And by the way, I didn't leave the Republican Party. The Republican Party left me.
Play on words there. You're so bad. I swear, me.
I didn't leave them. They left me. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. California City declares itself a no mask, no vaccine mandate city. Huntington Beach, California. Coming out, no mask, no vaccine mandates in this city. Saying they will not stand by and allow that in their city. And Bill Gates investing $40 million for the mRNA vaccine development in Africa. $40 million. Why is it so important? Is it because he sees that it's a moneymaker? I don't know. This is a guy that once was talking about population control. So anything that he says kind of scares me just a tad. All right, 7:45, your chance to qualify for the cash coming up in just a second. Things that happen on this date in history being brought to you by Traded New Mexico. 96% passing rate. They've got 25 years of experience in staff development and training. And the proof is that they have a 1 week class and 96% of people pass after a 1 week class. Part of the reason is they have small class sizes. So you get a lot of one-on-one training and more time behind the wheel. They'll teach you how to pass the skills test, driving test, and the CDL inspection. and get you started on your commercial driving career. Based in Roswell, mention Be in the Breakfast Club and save $100 on your enrollment. 575-840-9555. Call them today. Naval Academy opened up in 1845. Where is the Naval Academy, Tom?
It is in Maryland.
Give me a city.
It is starts with an A, Annapolis.
Tom scores one.
Yep.
Ding, 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 ding. Tuxedo dinner jacket makes it to America, debuted on this date in 1886. Looks like the Wu Chang uprising began in China against the royal family of China in 1910. The Wu Chang went on to be a rap group, although it's a Wu-Tang. Okay, I mixed those up. Looks like synthetic detergent for the home use was on the market in 1933. The tide had turned. And in 1945, the Detroit Tigers won their Game 7 of the World Series against the Cubs. That was back in the days when you got the entire season.
Right.
And 7 games in the World Series by October 10th. Think about that. No November baseball back then. And 18th Summer Olympic Games opened up in Tokyo in 1964. Jimmy Carter signed a bill that resulted in the Susan B. Anthony coin in 1978. Pretty much everything Jimmy Carter touched turned bad. Susan B. Anthony coin was never a big hit. Angel Food Cake Day going on today, Cake Decorating Day, World Mental Health Day, and Walk in the Park Day. Dan Stevens is 41 years old from Beauty and the Beast. Dale Jr. is 49. Mario Lopez, Saved by the Bell, is 50.
Really? Wow.
David Lee Roth is 69. Tom, tell me a little bit about David Lee Roth.
He used to be a rock and roller.
With the group?
Kiss.
Kiss. Yes. Yes. He was with that group called Kiss Van Halen. Yes.
Oh,
he sure was. Gotcha.
The neighborhood.
It was right there. You were right there. By the way, it's Mental Health Day going on today, Tom, in memory of you.
Whatever.
Whatever. God bless America. God bless you. Rick Scott talking about Israel. Here's what Rick had to say.
Hi, Rick Scott here. My heart goes out to the Israeli citizens, what's happening right now. America, the Biden administration, has got to start standing up for Israel. It's despicable what the Biden administration did by giving $6 billion to Iran, and now look what's happening with Hamas. Hundreds of Israelis have lost their lives. We have Israelis that are captured. We have Israelis that have been just treated horribly. And we've got many, many, many people injured. So America, the world has got to stand up for Israel.
No doubt the world does need to stand up for Israel. They were attacked on their home soil. Yes, we definitely have to stand up for Israel. And Judge Jeanine, she had something to say about Israel and the Biden administration. Here's what she had to say.
Of all, other countries have the flag of Israel flying in their embassies. We're talking about Australia, Austria, Beijing, Russia, Germany, France, UK, Bulgaria. The White House was cloaked with pride flags for a month, but not with the flag of Israel when 11 Americans died over there that we know of, and we don't know how many are hostage. And let's talk about that $6 billion and stop being so naive about it. The president of Iran, Ibrahim Raisi, he says Iran is going to spend that $6 billion however they want to spend it. Quote, the prisoner swap funds, we're going to use it wherever we think we need it.
Wow. Yeah, we're going to use it whatever way we want. And guess what? Joe Biden is not going to say a damn word about it.
No, he's not.
That's what he just said. That's what he said. 10 minutes away from 8 o'clock. National Anthem and the Pledge coming up in just a second. Morning show being brought to you by Seminole Siding and Construction. Trusted name across southeast New Mexico. Exceptional construction and siding service. Thinking about doing a makeover to your home. New siding, new windows, new doors. They can handle all of that and more. New roof. If you had some hail damage a couple of weeks ago and you're working with the insurance company and you need a quote, let these guys go in there. And Seminole Siding and Construction, they do metal roofs and they do, of course, shingle roofs also. 575-391-1430. Give them a call. Thinking about a metal building, the industrial or commercial type, they can accommodate both of those. 575-391-1430. They also do seamless gutters. Tired of messing with the gutters? Not a problem. They have the seamless gutters. You can find them at Seminole Siding and Construction.com. Seminole Siding and Construction.com. Our national anthem and the pledge coming up next. We're being the Breakfast Club, not too far away. We're going to qualify folks for the cash. We'll get to that in a sec.
Hi, Patricia from West Odessa is texting. Good morning. Well, please make sure that the app always stays up. I gave up delivering sand in the oil field, and now I take you all over the country. And you're, she's saying you're still good looking. They're going out to Will this morning. And my paparazzi, well, they followed me yesterday. This text says, yeah, I seen you, Tom, at the MVD yesterday in Lovington. Everyone's giving you a hard time. I walked in, there was nobody there. I mean, nobody there. And usually I've got to have to wait, but not on this one. But yeah. And I just want to say happy birthday to my dad, Josh. Happy birthday, ya old fart, says the texter, and happy birthday to you as well. B.
All right, Tom, got a lot of things to get to in the next break. Stand by for that. 7:53. Check of the weather, 83 today. Isolated showers. 20% chance of rain this afternoon, 10% tonight, down to about 59 tonight, 89 tomorrow, and then cooling off to about 84 coming up for your Thursday. 5-day forecast, check it out for yourself, W105radio.com. All right, we're going to do the national anthem, the pledge, still to come, the boob of the day, good news of the day, your chance to qualify for cash and more, 7:53. National Anthem and the Pledge being brought to you by Rebecca Long, your Farmers Insurance agent, has been now for 40-plus years. Rebecca would love to chat with you about your insurance needs. You know, everybody's a little different. Maybe you need life insurance. Maybe you need commercial insurance. Maybe you need homeowners insurance. And maybe you got recreational vehicles and your autos. They can bundle all those policies together to save you a lot of money. But let her do a quote for you based on your needs. And she could save you money by bundling. She knows how to save you money. And she knows how to treat people the right way. That's for sure. Give her a call, 575-393-2661, serving Lee, Eddy, and Chaves County. Rebecca Long, proud sponsor of the National Anthem and the Pledge, and your Farmers Insurance agent. Here's the national anthem.
Good morning. My name is Drew Mosier. Time for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
7:56. God bless America. God bless you. The Lord's Prayer being brought to you by Judah Oil, reminding you God is in control.
Psalms 25 this morning. Show me your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Guide me in your truth and teach me, for you are God, my Savior, and my hope is in you all day long.
This is Ashley with Judah Oil, and I ask that you join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who've trespassed against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
BN, the Breakfast Club, good morning. Just before 8 o'clock, morning show this morning being brought to you by Janko Janitorial. You can find them and Artesia right there on Main Street. And your full-service commercial and janitorial company. They can sell you all the janitorial supplies if you're a do-it-yourselfer. Or if you want them to do the cleaning, that's not a problem. They do office cleaning. They do commercial cleaning. They can take care of industrial and oil-field cleaning. Yeah, everybody that works for them, they are certified, hazmat certified, pathogen certified, and PPE certified. Give them a call. Amber is standing by this morning, 575-703-1869, or go to the website, jancojanitorial.com. We've got a lot of stories we're going to get to. Just doing some type of activity every day could slash your heart disease, the risk of heart disease. We'll talk about that. Joe Biden announced he's considering a one-time payment to Ukraine. What's it going to cost us? I'll dive into that. A man gets life for fatally beating his 2-year-old. We'll get to that. And how many members of Hamas have died in Israel? I'll get you a number coming up in just a second. We'll keep you updated with everything going on. News this morning being brought to you by Luke Ragsdale, ragsdalelawfirm.com. Get in touch with Luke this morning, the heavy hitter, the guy that could take care of your case. He's the guy that settled cases for more than $10 million. One case in the patch for more than $10 million. Medical malpractice case for over $9 million. And settling pretty much any type of case, personal injury case, slip and falls, car accidents. He can settle those cases. Get in touch with him. He knows how to maneuver around when it comes to dealing with the insurance companies. 575-208-5300. If you need somebody to defend you in a criminal matter, Luke Ragsdale, ragsdalelawfirm.com. Give him a buzz this morning, 208-5300. We're coming back. We got lots to get to. News coming up next. But first, let's qualify you for the cash blowout.
New Mexico Junk Masters presents the W105 Cash Blowout.
Call now. Call now.
Call 877-396-W105 now. Be one of the first 5 people to call in for your chance to win $105. The W105 Cash Blowout.
I want my money. And I want it now.
Call in now to win.
Fox Fox News, and I'm Chris Foster. More Israeli airstrikes hit Gaza. More than 700 Palestinians are reported to have been killed there since Hamas militants launched attacks in Israel Saturday. More than 900 deaths are confirmed in Israel, including about 260 people at a music festival.
We had to run away. Nobody really knew what to do. Some people laid on the ground. Some people ran away.
That's Maled Ben-Haim on Fox and Friends First. San Francisco police shoot and kill a man who drove into the lobby of the Chinese consulate building where people were waiting to apply for visas.
College student Tony Chin tells Fox 2 in San Francisco he and the others ran through the shattered door.
I turned back and I saw the guy was taking out a crossbow.
5 San Francisco police officers rushed in. Several gunshots were heard. The man rushed to the hospital but pronounced dead. No word yet on his identity or his motive.
Fox's Jack Callahan. Police and the State Department are investigating. America's listening to Fox News.
Take the beautiful drive to Ruidoso and shop Sierra Blanca Motors today. Looking for a fantastic lease option? Check out their 2023 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sahara 4XEs. Score $5,250 in rebates plus a $7,500 tax credit, a whopping $12,750 in discounts. Are you upside down? Consult the lease experts at Sierra Blanca Motors today. Electric for short drives, gas for long drives. SierraBlancaMotors.com. No gimmicks, no markups, no addendums ever.
Did you know that when you become employed with Eddy County, you'll be receiving one of the best and most competitive benefits packages in Southeast New Mexico? Eddy County offers great pay, paid vacation, paid sick leave, and holiday pay. In addition, you get para-retirement, and for full-time employees, 100% health insurance paid and 60% for your dependents. You can find a list of open positions and apply at New Mexico Workforce Connection or online at eddycounty.org. Eddy County is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey everyone, this is Daniel Velos at Carlsbad Chevrolet. I want you guys to relax a little bit. I want you to lean back and I'm going to hypnotize you. We're going to buy your vehicles at Carlsbad Chevrolet. We're going to give you top dollar at Carlsbad Chevrolet to buy your vehicles. Now wake up and bring me your dang car. What's really going on? Bring your cars. You need to get rid of them. I need more. I'm ready to pay you top dollar like I pay the auctions. We need to supplement these new cars that are not coming, and we need them now. That's right here at Carlsbad Chevrolet. No hassles, no commissions, period.
Carlsbad's evening hotspot is Cal's Shade Western Lounge and Package, featuring nightly drink specials, karaoke Wednesday nights, open mic Thursdays for ladies' night with $1 off drinks. Plus, most Friday and Saturday nights feature live music. Don't forget the 24-lane bowling action of Cal's Cactus Lanes Bowling and Recreation Center with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights. And eat at Steve-O's Kitchen Wednesday through Saturday. A restaurant, 2 lounges, package store, and recreation center, all at 1611 South Canal in Carlsbad. Cal's Shade Western now hiring bartenders, waitresses, security, and office personnel. Call 887-9012 for Cal's Shade Western.
Kawasaki Mule side-by-sides are built to handle the toughest tasks. From the compact Mule SX to the full-size Mule Pro FXT. No matter the task, there's a perfect Mule side-by-side to help get the job done. For over 30 years, we've stayed committed to 3 words. When it comes to rugged Mule side-by-sides, those 3 words are trust, tried, and true. Find your Kawasaki Mule today at Garner's Motorsports, 320 North Del Paso and Hobbs.
I don't feel like hauling away all this junk. I wish there was someone I could pay to do it for me.
There is. NM Junk Masters can handle your junk piles of any size, as well as handle your small demolitions. That's right. NM Junk Masters will help with those old, rundown sheds, unused animal stalls, unwanted RVs, condemned single wides, and so much more. Call NM Junk Masters for a free estimate today. 575-552-5093. You can also find them on Facebook. NM Junk Masters. 575-552-5093.
If you need an aggressive, experienced personal injury attorney who is honest and true, you need to get the Gorilla.
So I'm 23 years old. I worked at a warehouse and I took an injury which caused the amputation of my right leg. I was approached by a specific firm and they turned my case down within 5 minutes. I was told to come visit the Gorilla Law Firm and immediately they saw potential in my case. And I tell you what, Gorilla Law Firm had my back when no one else did. The Gorilla Law Firm made me a multi-millionaire. And if you're injured, you call the Gorilla Law Firm too.
The Gorilla Law Firm, 3130 North Grimes and Hobbs, or call 575-964-2720.
Incidents of illegal dumping of household, commercial, and industrial waste are on the rise across southeastern New Mexico. Illegal dumps affect public health, safety, and the environment. Folks in both Lee and Eddy counties can call now and report illegal dumping to a hotline sponsored by the Southeast New Mexico Illegal Dumping Partnership and hosted by Lee County. The hotline number is 1-844-496-5509. Again, that's 1-844-496-5509. Report illegal dumping and be a part of the solution.
Pops Power Washing Services, LLC has been in business for 9 years and continues to serve the Permian Basin and West Texas area. Specializing in power washing services for the oil field, Pops Power Washing would like to earn your business. Contact Eric and the crew today to get on a maintenance schedule to upkeep your battery facilities, containments, LACT units, all the way down to your wellheads to mitigate possible fines to your company. Fully insured and bonded. Call or text Pops Power Washing Service, LLC at 575-704-0330. That's 704-0330.
Attention Permian Basin businesses, your success is our priority. B2B MVD is your trusted partner for fast and friendly MVD service. Need registration renewals, title transfers, license plate replacement, or lost title assistance? Look no further. Need DOT services or account setup? Just call B2B MVD at 575-665-3676 today to experience hassle-free solutions. Remember, that's 575-665-3676. B2B MVD, committed to being your partner for success. Drive your business forward confidently knowing we're here to simplify your MVD experience. Located at the Broadmoor Tower in Hobbs.
For a working man, protection on the job is always first priority. But when it comes to clothes, safety shouldn't compromise style and comfort. And thanks to Wrangler flame-resistant apparel, it doesn't have to. Now the same Wrangler style and comfort you love comes with the protection you need. And with a product guarantee for the life of the garment, they'll take the heat off of any job you take on. Stop by Benny's Western Store in Artesia or Carlsbad to try on some Wrangler flame-resistant apparel today. For the right work clothes, think inside the closet.
Whoa, I woke up this morning.
If you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet, and broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain God studio. Text line at 877-396-W105.
Be and the Breakfast Club in the morning, W105.
Hey, old man, try this. And I was waiting for him.
I'm here.
Hello, B.
Had to run downstairs to the boys' room.
Okay.
I picked up some chocolate on the way back.
Got distracted by the chocolate, I
Is
understand.
that chocolate a little bit different than it is in America?
By the way, the chocolate came from America, Tom.
Oh, you brought it from America?
Sure did.
I was wondering, because in Mexico, the chocolate is a whole lot different, spicier. If you ever tasted chocolate from Mexico.
The chocolate is spicy.
Yeah. I've got to say something. I bought some Mexican
He
hot
just did
chocolate.
it again.
What? You were saying, well, arrest.
I said I bought some Mexican hot chocolate, and I can't remember what they call it, but it's a special type of hot chocolate.
Tamale?
Had this fancy pot and everything that come with it. Around Christmas time last year, and I brewed some of that up. And I tell you what, that's some of the spiciest hot chocolate I've ever had. It was different, I'll tell you that. Maybe somebody, somebody maybe can tell me what that's called. They know what
I've actually bought chocolate from China, from in Mexico, and it wasn't hot. Tom, why would they make it hot?
Well, because they're from Mexico. Well, where else do you think? Everything's hot in Mexico.
No, you come from Mexico. You're definitely not hot. Just saying.
I'm American. I like sweet chocolate. Spanish chocolate?
I think you need a Hershey's Kiss, Tom.
Yeah.
With a nut.
It's not like you're a world traveler or nothing, but you just go to the stinking Philippines once a year. Stay there for a while. I mean, you don't travel a lot.
If you say so, Tom. God bless you. Residents in Wisconsin got a treat, unusual treat. They had a herd about 4 dozen cows wandered through their cul-de-sac in a neighborhood. Could you imagine 4 dozen cows? By the way, police showed up and hit them with a moving violation. I'll show myself out. 877-396-W105. We are B and the Breakfast Club. Tommy in charge of the text, I think.
Hi, so good morning. Would former President Ronald Reagan put up with all the crap that we do today? One of these texts is asking B.
No, he wouldn't. I think I figured it out. I tweeted this yesterday. I think I figured it out. Biden is trying to kill his country. Selling off our oil reserves, selling off our ammunition, giving away the ammunition. I think he's trying. I think he hates us. I think he hates us. I think I figured it out.
Need to hate him.
Tom,
and B, there's another question. Why does America care so much about Israel, and not only right now, but all the time? That texter is asking.
Israel has been our partner for many, many years. And we signed an agreement with them many, many years ago saying that we would protect them. Now, and here's the other thing. They're our only allies in the Middle East.
Right, that's right. That's right. And remember, they won the 1969 war, and it was right after that we decided to support them. Plus, it's also a spiritual thing, B. I mean, these are God's people. So, I mean, that's a lot of Christians, that's the way they believe that we should protect Israel because of that.
So, I mean, who should we protect? The terrorist organization? The invaders? I'm just saying, who should we? In that case, I mean, should we maybe Al-Qaeda? Let's
right.
Hamas, Al-Qaeda. They're all the same, just a different damn color turban. You like the way I changed that, right? From suit to turban. You like it. I got it. All right, 812, Tom, continue.
All right, then Mama Bear is tuning in this morning. She's saying, my home team is still the Padres. Even though they suck. I mean, the Chargers, not so much. They quit San Diego. Plus, you know what? I like baseball better, says Mama Bear this morning.
Yeah, I just can't get into baseball. Yeah. I watch basketball. I watch football. Maybe that's the question of the day. What is the greatest sports ever?
Well, you know what?
To me, college football.
Yeah. You know why baseball ratings are down, B? And you talked about it earlier. They go into November of the World Series. You're watching at that point, NFL is going strong. So is college football. So is about to begin hockey and basketball too. Why are we watching the World Series in November?
I've said this before. Baseball is kind of how many Americans are playing? That league is being taken over by foreigners.
Yeah, Caribbean players.
So between the Japanese and the Dominicans, and so I've just lost interest.
No longer many America's pastime. We got a phone.
It's not America's pastime.
We got a phone call. Good morning. You are on B and the Breakfast Club. How are you?
I'm good. How you gentlemen doing?
Good.
Oh, we're gonna be all right.
Hey, man. Answer that question is: if we are infidels, and Israel is God's chosen
people.
Right. And we, as infidels, we are to take care of God's chosen people.
Good answer. Good answer. We appreciate it. Thank you. So it's our job to, and I mean, it's our job to take care of Taiwan. We said we would.
Right.
And now it's our job. Under Joe Biden, I don't know if I trust him as much to do just that because he has deep ties with the Chinese.
Right.
And they have paid his family lots of money. McDonald's has a different menu items available around the world Do you know, Tom, here in the Philippines, you go into McDonald's and they sell fried chicken and spaghetti?
Do they really? Wow.
Yeah, along with hamburgers.
Right.
You go to China and they offer a double layer beef burger, which puts 2 hamburger patties between 2 brats.
Wow.
Between a bun. In China. That sounds like a lot of sandwich for little people. That seems like a lot to me.
I could eat one.
And Fire Belichick has started to pop up in New England. People wanting Belichick. How many years with the Patriots? How many Super Bowls?
He's in his 23rd. He has won 6 Super Bowls and has taken the Patriots to 10 Super Bowls.
Yeah. Not so good as of late, though. Special counsel Jack Smith urging a judge yesterday to reject the effort by former President Donald Trump to delay his classified document trial past the 2024 election. Smith calling arguments that Trump's lawyers can't get timely access to prosecutors' evidence and want to push that past the election. Either way, he's not going to be found guilty, so I wouldn't even worry about it. And the family of that Onate shooting victim seeks that to be called a hate crime.
Wow.
Do you think that's a hate crime? By the way, that would be the steepest charges against this guy.
He's defending himself, wouldn't he be?
Well, I watched it several times, and my belief was they're trying to pull him back over the wall. He did turn and shoot him once he broke loose, though.
Yeah.
But at that point, is his life in danger? That case is gonna go to trial. To me, they were trying to pull him back over the wall. His life was but he had broke free at that point when he turned and shot them. Hamas threatening to broadcast the hostage executions. These guys are animals. They are animals that kidnap kids. That's pretty sad. And John F. Kennedy Jr. announced yesterday that he is now independent, running for president.
Really?
Switch from the Democratic Party. He had teased about that a couple weeks ago.
Remember that.
Who does that help? Most studies believe that helps Donald Trump and hurts Joe Biden. Yeah. All right, we're going to talk about exercise coming up in just a second. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Roadrunner Grill and Barbecue. Brand new location. Find them at 811 West Main, 575-2593. That's a brand new number. Serving up breakfast right now. They have an awesome lunch. And if you want great barbecue, they offer great barbecue for lunch. Go in there and talk to them. By the way, if you want to call in that order, the brand new number is 736-2593. Call in advance. You want them to prepare meals for folks on location or in the office? That's not a problem. Roadrunner Grill, enjoy a great meal today. Roadrunner Grill and Barbecue in Artesia, right there on West Main Street. Tom on the text, 877-396-W105. Move of the day on the way.
All right. Texter says baseball was the first American sport. Then football came thereafter that. But if I'm not mistaken, I like baseball, and guess what? I like football, too. This texter is saying, directing it to you, B. He said, B, you should research before you start blurting out incorrect statistics. The MLB is almost 60% American, with 530 players from America. The next closest is the Dominican Republic at 87 players. So he says, man, don't comment on stuff you don't know about.
I like it when it was all American. That's just me.
Way back in the day.
I kind of liked it when it was all American.
They had German players and Jewish players. And But they were born
German
here.
players.
Well, they were born here.
Yeah, name one German player that came from Germany.
Oh, easy. Are you kidding me? The greatest
Go
first
ahead.
baseman
I'll
for
wait
the
for
New
it.
York Yankees.
Who?
You know what he was?
Who?
First baseman for the Yankees. Played the most all-time games. Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig didn't play the most all-time games.
He damn sure did. The most consecutive. The most consecutive
he was an
games.
American, not a German.
But his parents were German. B. Hello, anybody else?
I don't give a damn. He was an American.
American.
You said he was German.
German American.
No, you said German.
Yeah.
He was an American.
Babe Ruth, he was a Polak.
By the way, I think that's not a great word to use.
Well, that's what they use it. They call themselves. Hey, Hank Aaron, come on now.
Sorry.
Hank Aaron, come on now.
Orioles
He was
Hall
American?
of Famer Cal Ripken Jr. surpassed Iron Horse with a streak of 2,632 games, Major League Baseball season.
Wait, Russ. Wait. He just said Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron was German? He was a German?
He was a Kappa.
African American.
American. Don't switch the game on me here.
Why? I'm not. You just said you put everybody under one umbrella.
They're Americans. God bless.
Yeah.
American. That's all that matters to me, Tom. They were American.
Man,
all right.
You were right. You were right, but you named like every player that wasn't German, and you missed things like Will Ullman and Max Kepler. You remember Max Kepler? Does that sound German to you? Mike Blower. Fritz. Fritz
They got him from a feeder program. I didn't even know the Germans played baseball.
Yeah, nobody knew them except Lou Gehrig.
What's the biggest all-time German baseball player?
Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig is not German. I've got
He's
a list
American.
right here of all the Oral Hershiser.
What about Oral?
He was German. Not as German as Fritz Ostermuller.
No.
But
Earl Hershiser is a German-American player. Played for the Dodgers. Won the World Series with them.
So you have like a feeder program in Germany? Let me get this right.
But they migrated here, and then they grew up, and their sons and daughters went on to become, famous.
Feeder program. Yeah.
Everybody
I
has
can
to
see
do
it.
this. Yeah.
Simply doing something every day. Simply some type of activity every day can slash heart disease 20%, according to a brand new study. Tom, 20%. Would you add 20% to your life?
50%.
Well, start doing something.
Yeah. I'm only 63, B.
You act like that's old.
Well, maybe some things, are kind of, aging.
Not working.
Or aging,
Not
but that's
working.
natural.
Not working.
Yeah.
Joe Biden now said he is considering a one-time payment dubbed the one and done that will take care of Ukraine until the next election.
He's lying.
That will hold them over until the next election. That's his words. He is requesting, get this figure, $100 billion of U.S. tax funding to give to Ukraine until the next election. So $100 billion until November of 2024.
Where's he plucking that out of the air or what?
So that's $100 billion for 1 year. Because Biden has said that a lot of Americans are sick and tired of hearing that Ukraine needs money every month.
I give them
zero. By giving them the $100 billion for 1 year, that'll take care of them for 1 year. And nobody will have to hear about that.
You know what Zelensky's saying, B? Sucker born every day.
I'm telling you. I saw an interview with Tucker Carlson interviewing this guy, and they went into great detail how Zelensky got into power. Of course, we all know he was a comedian,
right?
But he was also did a lot of drag stuff.
Right.
And caught the eye of a oligarch that took him under his wing. And so this guy is a comedian. He's an actor. And he's playing the part. He's playing the part of an actor. And we are bending over and giving him everything that he wants. Man gets life for fatally beating his 2-year-old. He tortured that poor girl. The Virginia man will die in prison after a judge sentenced him to 2 life terms for beating little Harper Mitchell and then refusing to get her medical care until it was too late. Jury convicted Andrew Bird, 37 years old, of aggravated murder, aggravated malicious wounding, and a slew of other charges in the slaying of his girlfriend's 2-year-old daughter in 2020. This guy gets 2 life sentences. He will die in jail. You know what they always say? Yeah. Jailhouse has their own way of taking care of the trash.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody will put him out. I'm talking about taking him out to the trash, of course. And how many militants have died fighting for Hamas in Israel since Sunday?
0.
We already. You think 0 have died?
Yeah.
You think 0 members of Hamas have died?
I haven't heard any statistics coming out of there. How many have been killed?
So you think that they've got like a shield that prevents them from being shot?
Well, there's more Israelis killed than anybody else.
900 Israelis have died.
Yep.
1,600 members of Hamas have been killed.
Oh, really? Good.
In Israel. 1,600.
Let's kill all of them.
By the way, there are people from America that are Israelis that also are American citizens that are leaving today. Some left yesterday to go fight in this war.
Wow.
Sometimes I wonder if America still has the oomph to get kids to want to join the military to go fight for something like after 9/11. Because after 9/11, there were people signing up to go fight. I'm wondering if we still have the oomph to make that happen. But in Israel, people are signing up to go get it done. Of course, they're also reactivating a bunch of troops.
Yeah. But
Morning show this morning being brought to you by Maine Trailer Sales. Don't go camping without Maine Trailer Sales, serving Southeast New Mexico. Largest inventory of new and pre-owned models, RVs. They've got toy haulers, fifth wheels, ultralights, and more. They've been in the business now close to 70 years. MainTrailerSalesInc.com. Go check it out and take the virtual tour of every one of the units. Every unit is on that website. Or give them a call, 575-622-1751. Families keep coming back. And in some cases, mom and dad bought a RV from Maine Trailer Sales. Now the kids are buying fifth wheels and such. Don't go camping without Maine Trailer Sales. MainTrailerSalesInc.com. All righty, 8:30. We got to get to the boob of the day. Tom will come back to you with texts. 8:30, be on the Breakfast Club. Boob of the day being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. Medical professionals on staff doing such things as stem cell therapy, ozone therapy. They also offer the cryogenics chamber. If you're hurting, all of that could help you. Find out more information. Follow them on Facebook, Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. Their website, thedesertfma.com, 3900 North Lovington Highway in Hobbs. They also offer hormonal optimization. Ladies, if you're going through menopause, you're not alone. Go get the blood drawn, and they can optimize your hormones. They also do testosterone replacement therapy. Find out more information by going to the website, thedesertfma.com, or stop in 3900 North Lovington Highway. Hobbs America, proud sponsor of the Boob of the Day.
A 41-year-old very drunk woman got arrested after attacking a mattress store mascot in Durango, Colorado. It's about 20 miles north of the New Mexico border. Happened outside of a store called Mattress Outlet, September the 27th. The mascot is a 6-foot-tall mattress named Maddie. It shows a picture of this guy, and it is. It's a big, tall mattress costume. He's standing out there with little gloves, little face inside the mattress. The employees play him for only a few minutes of each shift. They take turns doing it. A woman showed up and started hugging him, but then quickly became aggressive.
Oh.
Manager described her as drunk out of her mind. He says she kept trying to shove and trip Maddie to get him on the ground, eventually did knock him down, then stood over him, screaming profanities and jumping on the mattress. Maddie got up, run inside, and held the door. You got a picture of this mattress running from the lady and the mattress trying to... Anyway, she kept trying to shove the door open. Maddie kept trying to keep her out. She ended up knocking him down again. Then she kept banging on the doors and threw a sign that had been set up outside. Cops caught up with her blocks away and arrested her for...
Maybe she was sleepy.
First-degree assault on a mattress.
Really? Okay.
There you go. That you are our boob of the day, unnamed 41-year-old drunk woman. Alcohol.
Be brought by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. The boob of the day. All right, 8:32. We're going to check in with news, keep you updated with everything going on. Qualify you for the cash. Tom on the text. Still to come, Tom. We're going to talk about Walgreens Pharmacy. They're going to do a walkout.
Really?
Across the United States. A walkout. Women experimenting with Viagra.
What?
We'll talk about that. Pilot, 65 years old, using his plane to stalk women. And officials say that a balloon participating in the balloon festival actually hit a power line.
I saw that.
2 people hospitalized. And Austin Trout, who is a fighter from New Mexico, will be fighting for the WBA light middleweight championship. And Zelensky pulling another statement out of his behind that what? I'll get to that and more coming up next. We are B and the Breakfast Club. Wrap her up, Tom.
All right, text says Biden wants us at war because he can't be impeached during a war, this texter says. And Tommy in Carlsbad is chiming in. President Trump will be found guilty of the classified document charges. All of those court cases are predetermined, and all of these decisions are made by this evil, corrupt administration, bought and paid for before they even go to court. We are all under attack by this government, says Tommy, and the Constitution says they cannot harm us. Well, our Constitution says this can't be happening, says Tommy.
Well, yesterday I played the cut from Trump's attorney, and she said that the judge had predetermined the case, that they were going to dissolve the Trump corporations before the case even started.
Really?
And the judge said so.
Wow.
Nuts.
Yeah. Nuts. Hey, good morning, guys. Have you heard anything about a draft coming for our young men and women? Ask the text.
No, have not heard anything like that.
Like that. So, We'll let you know. Hey, by the way, Baltimore.
Countries have the flag of Israel flying in their embassies. We're talking.
I don't know what I hit.
Something. All right, one more text before we go back to you. Vladimir Putin, he blamed the U.S. for Hamas' brutal attack on Israel and refused to denounce his killing and kidnapping of more than 1,000 Israelis. Text is saying this morning.
Who did that?
Putin. He blamed the U.S. for the Hamas's brutal attack.
By the way, Zelensky made comments. I'll get to that coming up in just a second. All right, 8:35. We are B and the Breakfast Club. Checking in with news being brought to you by Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, 1105 East 2nd in Roswell. Homegrown and proud of it. They've got all your Western wear, work gear, and more. Full service hardware store right there in the store. They've got everything you need if you're living on a farm or ranch. The Annex is right next door. They've got gates and cattle guards. You name it, they've got it there. 1105 East 2nd in Roswell. You can also find them right there online at roswelllivestock.com. Find them also in Capitan at the Lincoln County Mercantile. We're coming right back. It's 8:36. We're BN, the Breakfast Club, W105. Let's qualify, folks, for cash.
New Mexico Junk Masters presents the W105 Cash Blowout.
Call now.
Call 877-396-W105 now. Be one of the first 5 people to call in for your chance to win $105. The W105 Cash Blowout.
I want my money. I want it now.
Call in now to win.
NTD Radio News being brought to you by Griffin's Electric, serving Carlsbad for over 15 years. Griffin's Electric, bringing you the news. Call Jeremy today, 575-200-8812.
Griffin's Electric, a local contractor in Carlsbad, is looking to hire experienced electricians. Employees will work 40 to 50 hours a week with weekends off, will receive competitive pay, 10 paid holidays, paid time off, and yes, health insurance is available. Please email resumes to griffinselectric@gmail.com or call 575-200-8812. That's 575-200-8812. Griffin's Electric is a locally sourced business that supports strong family and community values.
MTD Radio News. I'm Joe Miller. A 17-year-old taken into custody for the shooting death of a 35-year-old man in Hobbs Saturday. Hobbs police arresting the 17-year-old boy at a home on Sunday. Police found Marishi Bakata with several gunshot wounds at the Executive Inn Motel on North Marlin, but the man taken to the hospital where he later died. The investigation is still ongoing. Anyone with information regarding this incident or any other crimes is asked to report it by calling dispatch or contacting Lee County Crime Stoppers anonymously. Individuals may be eligible for a cash reward regarding this incident. It's the 4th day of Balloon Fiesta. Thousands of global visitors still attending the event. The weather was perfect Monday morning and the balloons launching right at 7 a.m. Crowds gathered to watch the sky fill with colorful balloons. The fiesta running through Sunday. Well, District Court Judge Fred Van Solen issued his ruling this week on the case of the Republican Party and other parties versus New Mexico Secretary of State Maggie Toulouse-Oliver and other parties, saying the court does not find that the disparate treatment of vote dilution raises to the level of an egregious gerrymander. The court finds that the congressional redistricting map enacted under Senate Bill 1 does not violate the plaintiff's equal protection rights under Article 2, Section 18 of the Constitution of the state of New Mexico. He said the court did note the realignment of congressional districts was an effort to get Democrats elected in all 3 New Mexico congressional districts. The judge's finding says it did not rise to the level of egregious in order to entrench one party over the other. This ruling came in late yesterday. And that's what's happening. I'm Joe Miller, MTD Radio News.
This Hobbs Eagles Sports Update being brought to you by Enchanted Lifestyle Screens, serving all of Lee County.
Transform your garage into the perfect open-air, pest-free living space with a fully retractable garage screen door from Enchanted Lifestyle Screens. The Lifestyle Garage Door screen creates a pest-free, cool, and bright space in seconds, and it totally works with your existing garage door. For a free consultation and estimate on your lifestyle garage screen, call Enchanted Lifestyle Screens at 575-241-3132.
When Centennial left Hobbs last Friday night with a district win over the Eagles, they knew they were in a battle. A play here and there for Hobbs, and this could have been a different outcome. Coach Ken Stevens was proud of his boys' efforts.
First of all, our kids played hard all quarters. They battled. They're still in it. They're still believing they got a chance to make the playoffs, and you can see that in the way that they're playing. And, defensively, we played really well, created turnovers and gave the offense a couple opportunities there. They kept us in the ball game for the most part. It was 14-0 at halftime, and we got the ball coming out in the second half. So we had some opportunities to even possibly win that game.
Coach, Alamogordo comes to town Friday night. What's the book on them?
There are a lot of 11 personnel, one tight end, 3 right receivers, 1 running back. Don't want to throw the ball.
Kickoff 7 p.m. Friday in Hobbs.
This Hobbs Eagles Sports Update has been brought to you by Enchanted Lifestyle Screens. Call Justin today, 575-241-3132.
Looking for a fun new career in a fast-paced field with room to grow and awesome benefits? Awesome Graphics in Hobbs is currently looking for a graphics installer. Not just open to someone with experience, Awesome Graphics is looking for individuals who are eager and excited to learn the industry. The right candidate will be comfortable and experienced with computers and technology. Take initiative and exhibit confidence in handling tasks. Follow safety protocols. Possess the ability to work independently and as part of a team. Have excellent attention to detail. Be able to lift 50 pounds and possess basic math skills. Pay based on experience, but no experience necessary. Awesome Graphics will train all key responsibilities. Benefits include earned time off, paid holidays, retirement plan with employer match, as well as health, dental, and vision insurance. Again, Awesome Graphics is hiring a graphics installer. To apply, stop by 523 West Sanger in Hobbs or go online to myawesomegraphics.com/careers. Awesome Graphics is an equal opportunity employer.
When a home gets destroyed, it can be devastating. All you want is your home back the way it was before. With guaranteed replacement cost, if your home has to be rebuilt, Farmers will pay the full cost regardless of your limits. It's just one of the many Farmers policy perks. Call Herschel Ruston Hayes at 575-396-0513 to learn more or get a quote.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
All this week at Bob's Ridgeway, more than 150 big grocery specials and a big $5 sale with Yoplait Go-Gurt 8-pack. 2 for just $5. Minute Maid fruit drinks, big 59-ounce, 5 for $5. Get Trentino's pizzas, 3 for $5. Hunt snack pack puddings, big 4-pack, 5 of those for just $5. Get granulated sugar, 2 big 4-pound bags for just $5. That Smart peanut butter, 2 big 40 ounces. 2 for $5, and Panhandle Pure Teas and Lemonades. Get 2 gallons for just $5, and those are just a few of over 100 special big grocery items this week, and the big $5 sale at Bob's Ridgeway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington, where your grocery dollar always goes farther.
We can make the morning if we try.
Beef and the Breakfast Club in the morning, W105.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet and broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain Gods studio. Text line at 877-396-W105.
Get up! Get your fat ass up! Now get up! Like a beached whale. God.
Shopping all day long. I'm at work, just passing time now. New shoes, too bad I cannot order booze. Another big deal day, I'm spending all my pay because my boss is walking over to me. I've got to order now on Amazon. Amazon.
By the way, today is Prime Day, today and tomorrow, so a lot of people will be at work. Yeah, on company time doing their shopping. About 16 minutes away from the hour of 9, 16 away from 9. We are B and the Breakfast Club. Today is day 4 of Balloon Fest. By the way, the governor was out there yesterday doing what she does. Haven't figured out what she does yet. And I think it's kind of contrary that such groups as Queers for Palestine were protesting and walking in the parade. Don't these people know the stance Arabic countries have taken against gays?
Wait, you just gave me an aneurysm. Did you just say bags for Amazon or gays for Amazon?
No, queers for Palestine.
Queers. Well, all of those are. So for one, they're calling themselves queer.
Yeah, they're calling it Queers for Palestine.
Queers for Palestine.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't think that the feeling is mutual, because these are the same animals that were throwing gay people off of buildings.
Queers.
So I don't think the feeling is mutual.
Queers
But
for
it's
Palestine. That's makes as much logic as vegans for leather.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it made zero sense. But
jeez.
Wow. Residents in Canada have had salmonella concerns over a cantaloupe. I didn't know a fruit could make Canadians so sick. Well, I mean, Trudeau makes them sick. So he is, yeah, okay. Yeah, I got that. Canada dealing with the contaminated fruit. And Americans are electing vegetables. Fetterman, Biden. There you go. I know the punchline was kind of slow. I apologize for that, but I did spit it out. Okay, took a while to get there, but I did spit it out. Jeff Goldberg performed on the patio in Italy, and some people are wondering if he could have a future playing the piano. Well, it hasn't had a movie in a while.
Right. Goldberg. Goldberg.
Not that Goldberg, Tom. Goldblum.
Oh.
Not Berg. Blum. So. The guy that was on Jurassic Park, he's been on a lot of other movies. Yeah. All right, 877-396-W105, gun manufacturer. I talked about this last week. Smith & Wesson held a grand opening of their new headquarters in Tennessee, leaving their home state of Massachusetts because they're not gun friendly. By the way, Tennessee, the South, very, very gun friendly.
Yes, they are.
And Tennessee welcomed them with open arms. Former Texas Republican Congressman Will Hurd announced he's dropping out of the race, to which most people said, Will Hurd was running for president of the United States.
Right.
By the way, he's throwing all of his support for Nikki Haley. So he's endorsed Nikki Haley. And members of the Writers Guild of America officially ended their 146-day strike by voting overwhelmingly to ratify the tentative agreement. I'm just wondering, what did they get?
That's
did
what
they
I'm wondering myself.
Increase residual from residuals from streaming services, and that's pretty much all they got. Morgan Wallen topped the charts again, #1 on the charts. And Major League Baseball last night, Philly lost to the Braves.
Oh, okay.
5-4 last night. And there was also another game.
It was the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks.
And who won that game?
I don't know, but Diamondbacks lead that series 1-0, and now the series between the Braves and the Phillies are tied 1-1.
Wait. If they lead it 1-0, I would think that means they lead the series.
Yeah, well,
I mean, that might be a stretch, but
they lead 1-0. Yeah, dummy.
No, you said it's 1-0.
Well, yeah, 1 game.
So if it's 1-0, they won the game.
Well, Rays won 5-4. But don't know how the Dodgers and Diamondbacks did last night.
Are you very, 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 very confused like I am?
You're making me confused. What are you talking about?
I just asked who won the game, and you said, well, the so-and-so leads the series.
Oh, so
1-0.
Texter is saying Arizona now leads that series 2-0.
Yeah. Final score 4-2. Diamondbacks open with a 3-run top of the first inning and coasted past the Dodgers 2-0 lead in that series. So they lead 2-0 at this point. Walgreens is planning a staff walkout, citing unsafe work conditions. Why is it unsafe?
People are there.
Oh, people coming to the store, shoplifting.
Right.
And, I gotcha. Yeah. So looks like many stores are going to be walking out. I'm looking for the date that they're going to be the walkout. Could it be tomorrow? I'm wondering if any of the local stores are going to be walking out.
We have 2 Walgreens stores I know in Hobbs, but I don't know if they're going to walk out or not.
Wait. There's 2 Walgreens stores in Hobbs?
Yeah.
Wow. What about the ones in Carlsbad, the ones in...
But that was the only ones I was thinking of.
Oswald? No, you were going to give me the whole list. Yeah. So they are protesting unsafe working conditions. I get some of that. And they should protect their employees at all cost. For sure. And what you ought to start doing is banning individuals from coming into your store if they violated, if they stole from you the first time. Just ban them. Viagra is now being used by women with the same results. Tom, Viagra was initially not a drug for ED.
No, it wasn't. It was for another treatment.
Yeah, it was a heart treatment.
Yep.
And then one of the side effects was that with these guys that
Boing.
Exactly. And so now they have discovered that females using Viagra are having the same effect as men. Kind of.
Not even gonna go there on that one.
Yeah, and so there's doctors saying they're seeing a increase of women asking for Viagra. Pilot, 65-year-old man, is accused of using his plane to stalk women for 4 years. So the pilot charged Friday with threatening a young girl after he was arrested in his single-engine Cessna plane for stalking her mother for more than 4 years. It's a nightmare. He terrorized my family, according to Cassie Woltz, 42 years old. All these years, he has been winning because nobody would do anything about it. I'm wondering, how is he stalking somebody from an airplane? But that's what he's being accused of. And by the way, she says she went to New Mexico State Police and they wouldn't do anything. And finally, somebody slapped the cuffs on him. Balloon participating in Balloon Fest hit the power lines. How many years ago was it that balloon hit the power lines and it was discovered that the pilot was hopped up on cocaine?
2 years ago, killed what, 6 people?
So Gordon Bennett gas balloon race. There was a crash. It hit the power line in Dallas. So this was not at the at the Balloon Fest in Albuquerque. So the Balloon Fest, they say that no life-threatening injuries involved with that accident. And Austin Trout is set to box in Germany. And the former WBA light middleweight champion has not been in the ring or regular boxing match since last August. This guy is 36-5-1 and just happens to be from New Mexico.
Wow.
His next coming up in Germany. And Ukraine-Russian war. Zelensky says that Russia is inflaming the war in the Middle East. I don't know how that would work. How would Putin be inflaming the beliefs of Putin are so different than Hamas. And Hamas has had such great hate for Israel for many years. I don't think we can put that on Putin. Don't think we can. All right, good news of the day on the way. We're BN the Breakfast Club. Checking the weather, calling for a decent day, high 83. Maybe a chance of rain by this afternoon. Should be sunny, though. 20% chance of afternoon showers, isolated showers. 10% chance of rain coming up tonight, down to about 59. 89 tomorrow, and then cooling back off to about 84 coming up. And for most of the rest of the week, we're going to be in the mid-80s. Check of the weather being brought to you by our buddies at the Twin Wells Fuel Station. If you're on 128 this morning, exit on Buck Jackson Road if you need fuel. Go down about 2.75 miles. They sell unleaded, green diesel, red diesel. You'll see them, a huge facility right up at 128 on Buck Jackson Road. Covered area in case it's raining. No need to worry about that. Right up at 128 on Buck Jackson Road, they accept Bleak cards, debit cards, and credit cards. Wrap up the text, Tom. We're going to take a break.
I was to you, bud.
Okay. I'm sorry, I was just checking something else. Hey, by the way, the texter says, who's that guy that does your sports updates? He sounds really intelligent. Well, I don't like to toot my horn, but thank you very much. Another texter says, we haven't been in a war since
I don't like editing my own report.
We haven't been in a war since World War II, Papa Top says. I guess he's been in a real war because we've been in several wars since. And another texter says, how do you say bra in German?
Oh,
Brazil. That's the way I always heard it. Because the texter says, keeping them from flopping. Laugh out loud. He says this morning. Oh, okay. And Clay is chiming in this morning. He's asking, just my opinion, I think we need to take care of ourselves. And I mean America, way before we get involved with any other country. Clay, we agree with you. That is for sure. And you know what? We lack military leaders due to Tommy Tuberville, lack of an ambassador to Israel because of rebel.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
So they're saying we lack leadership in America. Well, we do.
Well, at least you got the name right today.
Yeah.
You sent the same text in yesterday, but you said Rand Paul.
Yeah.
I'm glad you listened to me and got the name right today.
Well, he sent it again, so in a different way.
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad he got the name right.
Right. And that pilot wanted to join the infamous Mile High Club, says the
by himself.
By himself, right? And
himself.
Don't you guys get tired of Tom A being a dumb ASS? The Rays got swept by the Rangers, and the D-backs beat the Dodgers. We already talked about that. The D-backs lead the Dodgers 2-0, and the Rangers are now playing the Orioles in the divisional series. So,
thank you, Tom.
There you go. This text is just kind of stupid, but yeah.
God
there you
bless you. Yeah. All right, Supreme Court stayed a lower court dealing with ghost guns. We'll dive into that story. And a family suing after a 9-year-old boy was handcuffed at school. We'll dive into that. The U.S. saying Americans could be being held hostage by Hamas. We'll talk about that. And Midland police arrested 2 people on murder charges.
Man.
And if you want to lose weight, the TikTok is wrong when it comes to, you might have to help me with the name, Osmetric, the weight loss medication. There's no natural. So if you want it, you're going to have to get the prescription. We'll talk about that coming up in just a second. Maybe I'll figure out the name of the drug. All right, 877-396-W105, KWMW, Maljamar, 105.1 FM. Checking in with news this morning, being brought to you by Camp of the Tall Pines, beautiful, scenic, Mayhill, New Mexico. You can find them up in Mayhill, beautiful this time of the year, really beautiful all 12 months out of the year, but this time of the year when the season is changing, really nice up there. There's stuff for the whole family to do, like fishing. They've got the stock pond. They also have 18-hole disc golf, high ropes, low ropes, mountain biking, and more. If you're going to be hunting in the region, this is a perfect place for you. Park your RV up there or get a cozy cabin or a glamping site. CampTallPines.com. You can find them there. You can make your reservations there. 575-687-4101, or you can follow them on Facebook. CampTallPines.com for more information. Taking a break before we go, though. Let's qualify folks for the Cash B on the Breakfast Club, W105 901.
New Mexico Junk Masters presents the W105 Cash Blowout.
Call now.
Call 877-396-W105 now. Be one of the first 5 people to call in for your chance to win $105. The W105 Cash Blowout.
I want my money.
I want it now. Call in now to win.
NTD Radio News being brought to you by Griffin's Electric, serving Carlsbad for over 15 years. Griffin's Electric, bringing you the news. Call Jeremy today, 575-200-8812.
Griffin's Electric, a local contractor in Carlsbad, is looking to hire experienced electricians. Employees will work 40 to 50 hours a week with weekends off, will receive competitive pay, 10 paid holidays, paid time off, and yes, health insurance is available. Please email resumes to griffinsElectric@gmail.com or call 575-200-8812. That's 575-200-8812. Griffin's Electric is a locally sourced business that supports strong family and community values.
MTD Radio News. I'm Joe Miller. A 17-year-old taken into custody for the shooting death of a 35-year-old man in Hobbs Saturday. Hobbs police arresting the 17-year-old boy at a home on Sunday. Police found Marishi Bakata with several gunshot wounds at the Executive Inn Motel on North Marlin, but the man taken to the hospital where he later died. The investigation is still ongoing. Anyone with information regarding this incident or any other crimes is asked to report it by calling dispatch or contacting Lee County Crime Stoppers anonymously. Individuals may be eligible for a cash reward regarding this incident. It's the 4th day of Balloon Fiesta. Thousands of global visitors still attending the event. The weather was perfect Monday morning, and the balloons launching right at 7 a.m. Crowds gathered to watch the sky fill with colorful balloons. The fiesta running through Sunday. Well, District Court Judge Fred Van Solen issued his ruling this week on the case of the Republican Party and other parties versus New Mexico Secretary of State Maggie Toulouse Oliver and other parties, saying the court does not find that the disparate treatment of vote dilution raises to the level of an egregious gerrymander. The court finds that the congressional redistricting map enacted under Senate Bill 1 does not violate the plaintiff's equal protection rights under Article 2, Section 18 of the Constitution of the state of New Mexico. He said the court did note the realignment of congressional districts was an effort to get Democrats elected in all 3 New Mexico congressional districts. The judge's finding says it did not rise to the level of egregious in order to entrench one party over the other. This ruling came in late yesterday. And that's what's happening. I'm Joe Miller, MTD Radio News.
This Lovington Lady Wildcat Sports Update is being brought to you by City Commissioner David Trujillo. Go Cats!
Lovington City Commissioner David Trujillo is a proud sponsor of Lovington High Lady Wildcats. Every year, the Lady Cats are contending for a district title, and this year is no different. You can count on the Lady Cats fighting for every point. Cheer them on at every game as they fight for a win. The Lady Cats are committed to their community, their fans, and their team. They're great ambassadors for the city of Lovington. Lovington City Commissioner David Trujillo is a proud sponsor of Lovington Wildcat Athletics. Go Wildcats.
The Lovington girls volleyball team swept its season series against Eunice this year, sweeping them 3-0 last Thursday, as the team continues to search for its identity. Interim coach Rachel Faith.
I felt like the girls did a really good job. They had a really intense, exciting, upbeat practice on Wednesday, and I felt that carried over into the Thursday game, which was phenomenal because the girls did a very good job executing on Thursday against Eunice.
Coach, what did you see on the film that excites you about this team?
Well, to begin with, their attitude was upbeat, and they were very motivated. They played together as a unit, and they played some really good defense.
The Lady Cats have 4 more non-district games, and she hopes they can build from that and go strong into district play.
I feel we're in a good place right now, and if we can just keep building upon this and just move forward.
The Lady Cats open district October 24th at Goddard.
This Lovington Lady Wildcat Sports Update has been brought to you by City Commissioner David Trujillo. Go Wildcats!
Kawasaki Mule side-by-sides are built to handle the toughest tasks. From the compact Mule SX to the full-size Mule Pro FXT. No matter the task, there's a perfect Mule side-by-side to help get the job done. For over 30 years, we've stayed committed to 3 words. When it comes to rugged Mule side-by-sides, those 3 words are trust, tried, and true. Find your Kawasaki Mule today at Garner's Motorsports, 320 North Del Paso and Hobbs.
You've imagined that perfect home, designed it in your mind. At Destiny Real Estate, it's dreams that we provide. We buy or sell residential ranches, lots and more. Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more.
If you're looking to rent, please join our website at www.destinyluxuryrental.com. I've got everything from a little 2-bedroom all the way up to a 10,000 square foot home with an indoor swimming pool. Again, that's destinyluxuryrental.com. And I'm needing some more homes. If you're wanting to make a little extra income, just give me a call. Rhonda Burns, 575-257-3000 at Destiny Real Estate. Our business is built on dreams and imagination. Telephone 575-257-3000.
Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more. Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more.
What happens in the Breakfast Club stays in the Breakfast Club.
B and the Breakfast Club.
Get your ass out of bed.
Yeah.
Not afraid to talk the talk. And we walk with a limp. B and the Breakfast Club.
He said it is what it is. Well, it is what it is because he is who he is. That's why it is what it is.
Yeah, whatever he said. It's already 9:08 p.m. The Breakfast Club. Good news of the day coming. Russ, 1 or 2 more breaks. Keep me straight.
You got one more here coming up that we can get in before 9:30, and then I'll have one in Tradio, and we're good. We're good.
All right.
Did you see
we'll do,
the
good news of the day
top
up
headline? I'm sorry.
What's that?
I'm sorry. No. Did you see the horrifying headline that's on the top of Fox right now? They just changed it like 2 minutes ago.
I did not see it.
Soldiers detail atrocities in community. I researched the story a little bit. Apparently, Hamas, to fill the world with fear, took several cell phones at once and rounded up 40 babies and massacred them, and then posted the video on several Facebook accounts.
Where is the United Nations? Where's the United Nations?
Well, I want to know where Omar and OAC, Kerry Booker, and the rest of the people in Congress right now.
Squad?
Yeah,
the UN should make a statement today. It just says that the atrocities going on with Hamas, and they poked a bear though.
Well, it sure did.
Israel, especially with Netanyahu back. Oh, you poked the wrong bear. You have just poked the wrong bear.
I have not heard of something like rounding babies up, killing 40 babies. I heard Hitler is the only comparison I can think for some of the atrocities I'm seeing right now.
It's awful.
I would just expect when this all comes out on the video and everything, there could be a very, very, very loud noise on the Gaza Strip.
Yeah. And thank Joe Biden for sending that $6 billion and leaving all those weapons in Afghanistan, because now they have a direct link that, hey, weapons that were left in Afghanistan were used to kill Americans, and it's just heartbreaking.
And I want to thank everybody that voted for this administration while being told that this was the end result. And let's see, who was the guy with a very orangish complexion that said Joe Biden is elected, will be in World War III by the end of his administration? Who was that again? Remind me.
Oh, I think that was Donald Trump. I could be mistaken. Yeah. New reports out that actor Robert Englund wasn't director Wes Craven's first choice for Freddy Krueger. Nightmare. He was not the first choice for Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, he wanted a real murderer psychopath, but O.J. Simpson was actually busy, so he went with the other guy. That guy's going on to make that talk about typecast. Have you ever seen him in any other movies? No. Nah, he's pretty much typecast. Sorry, you're not going anywhere. Yep. Pennsylvania man was pulled over and cited for a DUI just 17 minutes after he was pulled over and cited for another DUI. By the way, did I mention he was on a tractor?
No, you didn't.
That sounds like a bad day at the office. And new information coming out. They released a September Consumer Price Index. We should know that the cost of living increase will be next year for Social Security. Looks like that will be going up. Another rate increase. Yeah, I'll take the money, but at the same time, Social Security really can't afford these rate increases. Last year, it wasn't that big, but the year before that, we saw a pretty big rate increase. I know for me, it was several $100s extra a month. Supreme Court stayed a lower court order blocking the Biden administration's rule to regulate the so-called ghost guns that can be assembled at home, allowing the policy to remain in place until October 16th. The new order from Justice Samuel Alito came late in the day, and an emergency application, case known as the Garland versus Blackhawk Manufacturing Group. Attorney General Merrick Garland filed that application on behalf of the Biden administration. Lower court ordered that the administration stay until October 16th. Ghost guns, of course, are, can be made at home. It's not against the law to make your own gun, is it? Didn't think it was.
No.
No, of course
it's against the law to sell it without it being registered and everything. But if you wanted to go in your shop and make your own gun, there's no law against that.
Family of 9 suing a city in Florida after police say their child at school was handcuffed.
My goodness.
Oliveira police officers were in the mailroom last February at the Steenstrom Elementary School in Seminole County. And they were trying to de-escalate a situation with a fourth grade student who was cussing and screaming and throwing things. So they handcuffed the kid to try to de-escalate the situation. Well, that didn't go over very well with the family. The family of the 9-year-old who was cussing and throwing stuff and being very aggressive physically is now suing the police department. I'm sure that will help the kid's behavior. At 9 years of age, cussing at people and throwing stuff. I'm sure that will, the lawsuit, I'm sure will, because he was handcuffed. We live in the poor mijo society. And the U.S. says Americans are most likely being held by Hamas and are being treated in ISIS savagery going on.
Horrible.
Rush
horrible.
just talked about 40 babies massacred. May they pay for this. And Midland police arrest 2 for murder. That happened yesterday. The Midland Police Department officers found the body of Raul Ortega, 25 years old, and now they have arrested 2 people in connection to that murder. Carlos Diaz Jr., 22 years of age, and Angel Alvarado, 19 years of age. They are both being held at the Midland County Detention Center. All right, one more story we'll get to when we come back. We got a lot of things to
We've got a phone call.
If you want, got a phone call, then we'll take a break. 877-396-W105. Morning. How are you doing? Where are you calling from this morning?
You're on being the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hello. Goodbye.
Yeah, what's going on?
I hung up on it.
Stage fright. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nobody's there. All right, let's get to the text. Is it true that the weapons that the USA gave Ukraine are being taken by Russians and they're giving them to Iran to give to the terrorists? Will Hader is asking this morning.
Look, I haven't seen. It's not like they're right next door. So Russia is what, sending these weapons FedEx?
Well, the train of transfer isn't that complicated. They never had to go to Russia. The weapons and things that we surrendered in Afghanistan went out to ISIS and other groups. And as far as getting weapons into Gaza, that's all head to the same snake. But Gaza doesn't have any problems getting weapon in it anyway. Iran's got plenty of cheap AKs.
They got plenty of money and weapons.
Ahora es más importante que nunca.
They got plenty. Biden depleted the oil reserves. I talked about this earlier today. I'm glad somebody else. There's a great story on Fox talking about the depletion of the emergency oil reserves. Could it come back to haunt us? And not only that, we sold the oil to China on the cheap.
Right.
The prices are surging. Even if we fill the reserves back up, it's going to be at a loss. Biden has never run a company where he had to be beholden to stockholders or owners or whoever. Thank you, Joe, for selling our oil to China. It was that important. And what's the plan to restock the oil? There is no plan. Right. This has been going on almost a year now, and no plan. All right, we're going to take a break. We're coming back. Good news of the day coming up next. Tom, anything on the text?
Yeah, Papa Top is chiming in. He said Congress has to declare war And we haven't declared war since World War II. I mean, everything.
You're right about that, but we have fought in wars.
Yeah, and he goes on to say we have had armed conflicts from Vietnam to Afghanistan. That's what's.
Well, the thing is
Bucky.
We can call it whatever we want. North Vietnam and South Vietnam was at war, but our actions in there were considered a police action because we never declared war on anybody. So our involvement in this. Go ahead.
I agree. And you know why I don't want us to go to war? We have made so many billionaires during wartime. Why our men and women are killed fighting their people's wars.
the people that are the top executive, just what's going on right now. Top executive Raytheons are already picking out extensions on their homes. That's what they're doing this morning.
So I don't want our men and women to have to fight other people's wars. I think we should help Israel, supply Israel, but that would be about it.
And this war's been going on, like 3,000 years now?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, look, these people are going to hate each other no matter what. That's just a fact. They hate each other today. They hate each other tomorrow.
End of time.
All right, we're coming back. Good news of the day on the way. Tradio still to come. News this morning being brought to you by All American Cleaners. All American Cleaners, family owned and operated. They've got locations in Roswell, Artesia, Carlsbad, Lovington, and in Hobbs. Great customer service. They can wash, dry, and fold your clothes. 17 pounds for $16.99. They can take care of your dry cleaning and starching. Want to look good for work? They've got you covered. All American Cleaners. Check them out on the web, allamericancleaners.net. Taking a break. We're W105 coming right back with the good news of the day. Tradio just around the corner with W105.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. At least 4 Americans were identified by their families as hostages taken from Israel to Gaza during the Hamas terrorist incursion Saturday. Rachel Goldberg says witnesses saw her son shot and wounded at a music festival where around 260 people were killed.
They were fish in a barrel, sitting in this bomb shelter.
More than 1,000 deaths are confirmed in the attacks in Israel. President Biden has now been interviewed for the special counsel investigation into classified documents kept from his time as senator and vice president.
Spokesman Ian Sams says the interview was done at the White House over 2 days. He says the White House and the president are cooperating. The investigation stems from classified documents found at President Biden's Delaware home, as well as his D.C. think tank. Special counsel Robert Hur's team declined to comment.
Fox's Ryan Schmelz in D.C. The president delivers remarks on the war in Israel at 1 p.m. Eastern at the White House. America's listening to Fox News.
This Lovington Wildcat update being brought to you by Battle Energy Services. 1315 Avenue D in Lovington, with 5 generations of their own Lovington Wildcats.
Proudly serving the Permian Basin for over 10 years, Battle Energy Services says good luck to the Lovington Wildcats. With locations in Lovington, New Mexico, and Midland, Texas, Battle Energy is your source for BOP nipple up and testing services. Also offering Safeland USA and H2S oilfield safety classes every Friday. 5 generations of Lovington Wildcats are behind the family and team at Battle Energy Services. Call 575-942-9472. That's 575-942-9472. Go Wildcats.
The Lovington Wildcats have never shied away from playing the bigger schools during their pre-district schedule. Since dropping the first 2 games of the season, the Wildcats have gone on to win the next 4 of 5. And their hard work has paid off. They have been rewarded as the #1 team in Class 4A. Coach Anthony Gonzalez.
I'm happy for the kids. They get that recognition, and for the team. And I think it's finally starting to show a little bit, the schedule that we're playing and, the tough opponents that we're playing and the success that we've had over those tough opponents. And, finally for those kids to get the recognition they deserve, I'm happy for them.
And Coach Gonzalez and his players are very much aware that winning a district championship for the 3rd straight year in a row will not be decided by the weekly polls, but on the field as Bernalillo comes to town Friday night.
And so those guys are going to give us their very best. So we got to continue to make sure that we're preparing to play our very best so we can go get that three-peat district championship.
Kickoff 7 p.m. Friday in Lovington.
This Lovington Wildcat Update being brought to you by Battle Energy Services. Call 575-942-9472. Go Wildcats!
New Mexico Junior College presents the first ever Fearless Concert Series, benefiting United Way. 3 nights in the fall of 2023, bringing you a live music experience like no other. On October 14th, live at Lee County Banquet Hall, rising country star Will Bannister will perform a concert and dance. This event will benefit the United Way of Lee County. Donate at least $1 per person to gain entry to this concert. Bring your whole family. Limited VIP seating available.
What could possibly live out here is a question you've probably either asked yourself or heard from someone else. The answers are all waiting for you at the Living Desert Zoo and Garden State Park in Carlsbad. Located at the top of the Ocotillo Hills, the Living Desert will take you through a variety of habitats, from the sand hills to the arroyo, from the Pinon Juniper Zone, and through the canyonlands along the 1.3-mile self-guided tour. Features like the nocturnal exhibit, a walk through the park, including the aviary and reptile exhibit, will give you a glimpse into the hundreds of species of plants and animals adapted to the arid climate of the Chihuahuan Desert. In addition, the Succulents of the World greenhouse exhibits highly adapted plants from many parts of the world. Don't forget your souvenirs from the Visitors Center at the Living Desert Zoo and Garden State Park in Carlsbad. Open every day except Christmas Day, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., with last entrance being at 3:30. Visit livingdesertnm.org or call 575-887-5516 for more information. Paid for by City of Carlsbad Lodgers Tax.
If you are using propane or electricity to heat your home and cook your meals, you are paying too much. Contact Zia Natural Gas Company and let them hook you up. In most cases, Zia Natural Gas Company will run the gas line up to your home and set your meter free of charge when you agree to convert your primary heat source to natural gas. Stop paying too much. Visit online at zngc.com and fill out your application today. Zia Natural Gas Company, proudly serving New Mexico for over 30 years.
B and the Breakfast Club in the morning, W105.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet and broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain Gods studio. Text line at 877-396-W105.
Yeah, let's just get this over with.
All right, we got good news of the day. Tradio standing by. Our number 877-396-W105 for Tradio. So if you got something to buy, sell, or trade, we're going to get to that. Tom on the text, get to your texts, and then we'll do good news and then take out for Tradio.
Quickly, Papa Top is saying, we made plenty of billionaires during those armed conflicts, he says. These poor boys.
Oh, yeah.
And King Harold killed all the children 2 years old and under because he was trying to kill Jesus, says this one.
King who?
He's trying to kill Jesus.
But what king?
King Harold, or King Herod, excuse me.
Herod.
King Harold.
King Harold. King Harold was a bad dude back in the day. Him and Corn Pop hung out.
He was there.
I used to have a kid that was in the service with me, and he said that Jesus' name was Harold. Because in the prayer, God our Father, Jesus,
Herod.
Harold is his name. Anyway, never mind.
And one more text be from me. The difference between this war and World War I and World War II is the greater chance of this being fought on U.S. soil, on our streets. And to add to that, the ability of waking up and your bank account being wiped clean, gas and water systems shutting down due to the cyber war attaches, says the texter.
I am doing my best to take every penny out of the bank.
I am going to get some of my cash out of the bank, some afraid things like that, but to put everybody's mind at ease about something like this happening on American soil, here's the difference in us and Israel. In the United States, not just the people with guns, but just licensed deer hunters.
Right.
Licensed deer hunters alone, 5 times bigger than any army in the world.
Wow. Come on.
Yeah. Bring it.
Yeah.
But please do not give Tom a gun because he will kill somebody friendly fire.
Well, I'll take out my my knife.
And then when he does, he'll blame it on the bifocals for sure.
You can be
All
a
right,
commentator. Okay.
Yeah. Let's get to the good news of the day, being brought to you by Farmers Insurance agent Herschel Rustin Hayes. Give Rustin a shot today. Find him right across the street from Bob's on Avenue D or 575-396-0513. Put together a quote to meet your needs, home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance, and more. Rustin Hayes is your guy, 575-396-0513. Proud sponsor of the good news of the day.
Wow, got choked up about this one. 24 inmates just graduated with associate's degrees from Southwestern College near San Diego. In part of an initiative the school started in 2016 called Restoration Justice Program. It helps inmates get their degrees before their release. All 24 of them are planning to continue education and get their bachelor's through the same UC Irving program. And a woman in Toronto posted a video after her boyfriend helped 2 raccoons that got stuck in a dumpster. They couldn't climb out, so he lowered a stick in there and they climbed it like a rope. And the raccoons made it out and scurried off. And a woman in North Carolina recently bought some old jewelry and noticed a high school class ring from 1984 with a guy's name on it. The school was hundreds of miles away in Michigan, but she tracked him down on Facebook and got it back, and it turned out that he lost that ring over 25 years ago and now has his class ring back.
Wow.
And there you go. There's your good news stories of the day.
Good news of the day being brought to you by Rustin Hayes. Check him out today. We're out of here. God bless America. We'll see you tomorrow for the, what day is it tomorrow, Tom? Wednesday.
Hump day, baby.
Hump Day, Wednesday edition of B and the Breakfast Club. Let's get in the news. Tradio coming up in just a second. News being brought to you by Roach Air Conditioning and Heating. Got air conditioning needs, they can fix them. If you're about to light that furnace, you might want to call Enrique Rocha and let him go out there and inspect the furnace before you light it. He's got the experience to take care of your heating and air conditioning needs. And if it can be repaired, he will repair it. And if it needs to be replaced, he can get you a fair price. Very fair price, and financing is available. 575-631-30, make that 631-1999. Rocha Air Conditioning and Heating. Call Enrique today. We'll see you tomorrow morning. We're B on the Breakfast Club signing off. Tradio up next.
This Artesia High School Bulldogs update being brought to you by TMJ Auto Repair LLC. They're your professionals for all your automotive repair needs. TMJ is a proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs. Go Bulldogs!
TMJ Auto Repair LLC, located at 603 West Main Street in Artesia, is your one-stop shop for all your automotive and tire service needs. They specialize in mechanical repairs, alignments, suspension, tires, AC service and repair. They also do exhaust, brakes, and oil changes. Call them today at 575-746-8878 or find them on the web at www.tmjautorepair.com. TMJ Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Artesia High School Bulldog football. Go Bulldogs!
The Artesia football program will dedicate the rest of the season to the late, great Mac Chase, who passed away last week. Chase, of course, was a big supporter of Artesia High School sports. Bulldogs coach Jeremy Mupp
had a part in his ceremony and memorial. I think it was good for our team. We put his number up in his press box, and I think we'll talk about him a lot the rest of the year.
And this week, the team will concentrate on Roswell High in the district opener in Roswell at the Wool Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, we had good practice practices. You know, we were able to put some things in we want to work on and watch a lot of film on those guys.
So what's the book on the Coyotes, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, Roswell's really good. They've played a tough schedule. They're fast. They've got a good quarterback, a lot of good skill positions. So they're definitely one of the best teams that we played this year.
Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Friday in Roswell at the Wool Bowl.
This Artesia High School Bulldogs update has been brought to you by TMJ Auto Repair, LLC, located 603 Main Street in Artesia. TMJ Auto Repair is a proud supporter of your Artesia Bulldogs. Go Bulldogs!
Farmers wants to make sure you've got your favorite things covered and will give you a discount for doing it. Farmers Auto Multi-Policy Discount gives you up to 45% off your auto insurance for bundling policies like boat, motorcycle, RV, home, and life. It's just one of the many ways you can save with Farmers. Call Herschel Rustin Hayes at 575-396-0513 to learn more or get a quote.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Southeast New Mexico weather.
Hi, good morning. The forecast for Southeast New Mexico along the 285 corridor between Roswell, Carlsbad, Artesia. As temperatures in Roswell reach a high today on this Tuesday at 88 degrees, 89 degrees in Carlsbad, Artesia. A couple of virga showers may form in the Carlsbad area today. 84 degrees in Lovington and Hobbs. Again, a couple of virga showers, meaning some wind is possible. For W105 FM, meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105.
Do you have something to buy, sell, trade, or give away? You're in the right place. Time now for Rugged Tradio on W105, a service of Rugged Trade. More than a trade, it's a lifestyle. Call now, 877-396-W105 to be part of the show. Now, here is your host, Russ Black.
Good morning and welcome to Rugged Tradio, where you get to buy, sell, and trade on the radio community service broadcast that is brought to you by our sponsors and our namesake, Rugged Trade, where they've been serving the Roswell, Carlsbad, Artesia, and Hobbs area with the workwear, men and women's fashions, FR gear, correct head and eyewear, and so much more. And you can browse it all in their showrooms, and you can find it on Facebook and Instagram. It's Rugged Trade. More than a trade, it's a lifestyle. And the showrooms in Hobbs at 206 West Broadway, 802 West Mermod, 1602 South 1st Street, and in Roswell at 102 South Main, the Artesia store there on 1st Street and on West Mermod in Carlsbad. And I thank you for being on Rugged Tradio. It's easy to call on the show, 877-396-9105, 877-396-W105. Got Tyler on the phone from Hobbs. Good morning, Tyler. What do I have wrong? Is there something wrong? Tyler, are you with me? Tyler's gone. Let's go to Donnie in Carlsbad. Good morning, Donnie.
Good morning, Russ. This morning I've got my 7,000 watt Weather generator, and got it for sale. It's like new. It's a good generator. Runs great. I just need a bigger generator. That's all. I'm trying to sell this one so I can get some money for a bigger one. And I'm also looking for a gas stove, good clean gas stove. Anybody got that, or anybody wants a generator, then give me a call at 200-6203.
200-6203, 200-6203. Coming up on winter, Donnie, somebody's going to be thankful they bought that from you. Thank you, bud.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for putting it on Rugged Tradio. Let's go to DJ and Hobbs. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm selling doorbell cameras, wireless surround sound systems by talk. I also do TV mounting and all that from all of Lee County to Lubbock. So if anyone needs help with that stuff or is interested, call me at 575-441-4449.
Home electronic services and installation. 441-4449, 441-4449. Thank you, DJ. Jerry's online from Carlsbad. Good morning.
Yes, sir. They asked you how that Bobcat. I thought it needed a pump, but it wasn't a pump. It needs a belt. I had a guy come down and look at it. It just needs a belt on it, but it's a track loader. It's a C80. It's got a real good engine. It's a real good loader. I'm asking $12,000 for it, and I've also got a 36-inch power trowel, pretty new trowel. I'm asking $1,500. It's for finishing concrete. Anyone interested, they can call 575-361-9339.
361-9339, 361-9339. Thank you, Jerry, for putting it on Rugged Radio. Let me thank some of the other sponsors that help to bring Tradio to you every day, like Bobby Bowen, who every day is out helping people. It's what Bobby and Tammy specialize in, is having the customer contact, background, knowledge, training, and experience to be able to handle everyone individually and personally, to design the package for their coverage to fit their needs. So you don't spend too much money, but you still fulfill all the necessary needs on your home, your auto, your life, and so much more your business management needs, from employee retention, retirement programs, stock sharing, profit sharing, and divisions for partnerships for later dispersals when they separate for one reason or another. It's full financial coverage down to your crop protection and you contractors with special needs that you need for your liabilities. That's why he's a Hall of Fame representative. Bobby and Tammy Bowen, family agency dedicated to trying to help families and help you and the business people of the area. Farm Bureau Financial Services. Here's Bobby's personal cell phone, because that's the way he handles everything, is personally. 302-9919, 302-9919. I want to thank him for helping me personally to understand insurance and know the difference between being insured and being reassured. Now, thank you for that and being part of Rugged Radio. And let's go to Mel and Hobbs. Mel, good morning. You're on Rugged Radio.
Yes, good morning. I just want to let the people know around Hobbs, Lovington, and Seminole that I'm looking for tires for a four-wheeler. I have the number here. It's SUNF 22 times 7 minus 11. If anybody's got some used four-wheeler tires, they can call me. The number is 575-552-6730.
552-6730, 552-6730. Thank you, Mel. And thanks for being on Rugged Radio. Let's go to Linda in Loving. Good morning, Linda. You're on Rugged Radio.
Hi, Russ. This is Lucinda.
Okay.
I'm still looking for a new scooter. If anybody has one out there, could you please get a hold of me? I'm having surgery on the 20th. I need it by the 20th. My number is 575-215-7183.
Did you say 215-7983?
7183.
7183. 575-215-7183. Lucinda, thanks for being on Rugged Radio. And let's go to Steve in Lovington. Good morning, Steve.
Russ, I've got a lot of 12-inch crescents that I had to rob out of my toolbox. If there's people out there running water trucks, they probably could buy them pretty good price. Got 12-inch, 10-inch, 15 and 20, or 15 and 18, excuse me. And I've got some trailer ramps they get rid of. Got more than I need. A lot of other tools, 575-390-4822.
390-4822, 390-4822. Steve, I appreciate you, sir, Thanks for putting her on Rugged Radio. Let's go to Chris and Eunice. Good morning, Chris.
Morning, Russ. This morning I have a 2.1 Honda GTX 1800 motorcycle. It's lime green. It's super sharp and loud. I'm looking to sell or trade. 575-552-1697.
552-1697. 552-1697. Thank you, Chris, for being on Rugged Radio. And let's go to Tyler and Hobbs. Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning. I've got 2 sets of ATV tires for sale. One set is a 27 by 912 that I'm looking to sell for $450, and I've got a set of 28 sand paddles front and rear for a 14-inch wheel. I can send pictures. If anybody's interested, my number is 575-263-3792.
263-3792. 263-3792. Thank you, Tyler. Thanks for putting them up on Rugged Radio. And remember, when you need service on your vehicle, repairs, front end, alignments, brakes, exhaust, oil changes, or just the best tire service in the area, you want to take it to people you can trust to give you fair estimates and treat you fairly, like you're part of the family, and treat your vehicle like they're working on their own. That's why I've trusted the guys down at M&R Tire and Service Center with mine for so long. They're simply the best in the area. That's why as soon as I leave Tradio today, I've got a wheel that got damaged running in a hole here on one of the streets, and I'm taking it to M&R because I know they're going to get it done quick and not going to charge me any more than what it costs to fix it. M&R Tire and Service Center, 521 North Main Street, right there in Lovington. And I thank them for all that and being part of Rugged Radio. Let's go to David in Carlsbad. David, good morning. You're on Rugged Radio.
Good morning. This morning I have an electric dryer. It's $220. It's brand new. It was over $800, and we're asking $350 or best offer for it today. I've also got a job I'm doing for this elderly lady, and we're needing some scaffolding here in Carlsbad. I need something about 10 foot tall. We do have a scaffold from Harbor Freight, but it's one of those skinny ones, and it's just not stable. It's really unsafe. So we need a couple of sets of scaffolding. If anybody's got any out there that we can make a deal with, we'd sure appreciate it, man. For more information, would they call 575-200-9525.
You need some real scaffolding, and you've got
Yes,
a brand
sir.
new dryer that you're giving away for less than half price.
Yes,
phone
sir.
number 200-9525, 200-9525. Be careful out there on that stuff, David. Thanks for putting it on
Thank you.
radio. We'll find you some. Let's go to Michael in Hagerman. Good morning, Michael.
Home from work. My wife will be at home. I have a head.
Michael, you're on the line from Hagerman. Good morning. You're on Rugged Radio.
How are you today?
Doing fine, sir. What do you got for me?
I am looking for a truck. They doing something the truck out there? 4x4.
Give me a phone number.
575-703-4491.
Need truck. 713-4491. 713-4491. Thank you, bud. Thanks for putting her on Rugged Radio. And let's go to Kevin in Carlsbad. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Russ. How are you?
I'm doing good, sir. How about yourself?
Doing good. What I got today is some wiener dogs. Dachshunds from puppies up to 3 years old, males, females, some spayed. They're for sale here in Carlsbad. The phone number is 575-361-2366.
361-2366. 361-2366. Thank you, Kevin, for putting your little doctrines up on Rugged Radio. And let's go to Floyd in Carlsbad. Floyd, good morning. You're on Rugged Radio.
Hey, good morning, Russ. Anybody out there that's looking for landscaping services, please give me a call, whether it's getting your grass cut or tree trimming, brush cutting. My phone number is 575-200-2105. Thank you, Russ.
Thank you, sir. 200-2105, 200-2105. Boy, have a good day, bud. Thanks for being on Rugged Radio. Welma's on the line from Lovington. Good morning.
Good morning. I still have my little Sphinx kitten for sale. Got the only one left. And the number to call is 575-631-9930.
Starting to get cold. You got to find him a home or get him a sweater.
There you go. Or a heater.
631-9930, 631-9930. Thank you, Wilma. Thanks for being on Rugged Radio. And Lance is on the line from Carlsbad. Good morning, Lance.
Good morning, sir. Yes, sir. This morning I had a barbecue grill by Smoker. It's about 10 feet long. It sets on 20-inch wheels, like golf cart wheels. It's very nice. I could probably fit about 12 briskets on it.
Wow.
Got a 6-inch smokestack. Very, very nice. And I'm looking to for $6,000 or best offer.
Give me a phone number.
I got lots of pictures and stuff. My phone number is 575-361-6836.
Say the last four again. Your phone cut out on the last number. What is it?
6836.
6836?
7.
7.
Yes, sir. It's very nice. Be great as a show-off for catering, things of that nature. It's very nice.
Commercial grade barbecue grill, 361-6837, 361-6837. Lance, thank you for putting this very nice item up on Rugged Radio. And speaking of very nice items, you should see the selection of all styles of items they have at Courtesy Sporting and Pawn. It is a pawn shop. It has a little bit of everything, but it's the fine quality of what they take in and the large quantity of precision firearms from the finest made in the world, Caverns Armory firearms made right here in New Mexico. 12 to 1,500 firearms in stock at any one time, law enforcement grade, military, Western, all styles, needs, and labels, whatever, all the top name brands. Mags, optics, parts, gear, the expert personnel to be sure that everything's working and installed properly, your outdoor gear, and there's never an ammo shortage at Courtesy Sporting and Pawn. Highest quality hand forged knives, cutlery, and sporting needs for your outdoors. 1095 North Canal, right there in Carlsbad. 1095 North Canal. It's Courtesy Sporting Pawn. It's my sporting location. I thank them for being that and being part of Rugged Radio. Let's go to Edward in Hobbs. Edward, good morning. You're on Rugged Radio.
Good morning, Russ. Hey, I'm still advertising for my daughter. She does house cleaning on the side. Her name is Sissy, and her number is 575-390-8283.
390-8283. 390-8283.
Thank you,
correct? Russ. Edward, I appreciate you, sir. Thanks for being on Rugged Radio. And let's go to Roger in Carlsbad. Good morning, Roger. You're on Rugged Radio.
Yes, sir. So I'm looking for a 79 Chevy, just a soft rim. Somebody's got one, a 5-4, and also I'm looking for some Jeep parts for a 88 Jeep Wagoneer. Anybody has tail lights or anything like that? And also I got a Polaris 4x4 Ranger, just for parts. It's about a 03, something like that. If anybody's interested in that, give me a call at 499-8576.
499-8576, 499-8576, correct?
Yes, sir.
Roger, I appreciate you, and thanks for putting your
Thank
item
you.
up on Rugged Radio. Landon is on the line from Artesia. Good morning.
Good morning, Russ. I have a couple of lever action Henrys for sale. One's a 4570 and one's a 6.5 Creedmoor. If anyone needs any information with those, if they could text me at 575-921-9843.
921-9843, 921-9843. A lever action Henry hardstock in 4570.
Yes, sir. I've got that one. And then,
Holy wow.
6.5 Creedmoor.
Yeah, that says hello from way out there, Landon. Thank you for putting these very nice end weapons up on Rugged Radio. Have a good day, sir. I guess that line did not hold. And as I wait for another line to fill, let me remind you about Wine Glass Cowboy Supply. Doc Darnell, one of the great people I know in my life because the way he treats other people, that's why he sets the market on hides and leathers, the authentic Western needs that you need for your dress, fashion, duffel bags, vest, quality laser etched hides and skins for business logos, display skins, and specialty items for Christmas coming up, the Heron Cow Christmas stockings, and you can have those laser etched with names or designs. It's just everything for your cowboy life, right down to the finest quality, more maker, Western style knives made by cowboys for cowboys. They've got them at Wine Glass Cowboy Supply in the Stardust Mall in Roswell, 208 North Main Street, the Butterfield Trail Mercantile, 119 Main Street there in Artesia, and the Guadalupe Feed Ranch and Show Supply Store there on the Pecos Highway in Carlsbad. You can call Doc directly, 325-721-2139, 325-721-2139. It's Wine Glass Cowboy Supply. And I thank him for being part of Rugged Radio. And let's go to Joe in Roswell. Joe, good morning.
Morning, Russ. I have two female French Bulldogs left, AKC registered. You can text or call me at 575-420-8519.
French Bulldogs, AKC, 420-8519, 420-8519. Thank you, Joe, for being on Tradio. And I got Cody on the line from Artesia to wrap me up today. What do you got?
Yes, I have a 4-bed, 2.5 bath on 3/4 acre in Artesia.
Go ahead. Give me a phone number.
It is 575-247-0325.
Is this for rent or are you showing the home for sale?
It is for sale.
And how many bedroom did you say?
4-bed.
4-bedroom. In Artesia,
With a
575.
20 by 30 workshop and a 16 by 16 shed.
Boy, it sounds nice. Big old house. 247-0325. 247-0325. Cody, thanks for putting this property up on Rugged Radio.
Thank you.
That's going to be Rugged Tradio for a Tuesday. Let me thank Ragnar Wine Glass Cowboy Supply. He has one of my guns right now. 1873 Western pistol, lost the bolt spring in it. He's already has the parts ordered, the quality, bigger parts I need for the sport that I do. He's got the gun. I bet I have it back by Thursday or Friday. There's not any better gunsmith, faster service for cleaning, scoping, repairing, getting ready for the season. And he does something this year. You're not able to use scopes on black powder. So a lot of people don't have drilled out proper sights or veneer sights or any of your higher quality stuff. And there's not anybody that can drill and tap and mount and set sights like this. He can. So if that's a problem for your black rifle hunting this year, Ragnar can take care of it. Berserker Arms and Gunsmithing, 605-8895, 575-605-8895. It's Berserker Arms and Gunsmithing. I thank them for being part of Rugged Tradio. And Lynn Saxton, Lucky 7 Pest Control. He was just out at our transmitter site getting us ready for the winter and here in the studios and getting a winterizing package set for my home because I care about my home. If you care about your home or business, you're going to keep it pest-free with the best people we use here at W105. Lynn Saxton, Lucky 7 Pest Control, 631-7777, 631-7777. And I thank him for keeping the buggies away and being part of W105. Tom A. Reese, are you ready? Are you changed into your outfit? I know it's hard to get that leotard on, but you got to go, man. Your country's coming up. Tom A. Reese with your midday. I'll see you at 3 for the ride.
I listen to it at work. I'm at work right now, and I'm listening to it.
Broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain Gods studio. For more information, visit innofthemountaingods.com. Your country, W105 is KWMW Maljamar.
Music is the soundtrack to my life.
It's just my type of music, I guess.
Well, I'm a running